Speaking of eating Play-Doh for dessert, say hello, Internet.
Hello,
Hello, Internet.
Hello.
So,
hello, Internet. This is our tea and whiskey tasting podcast. You're going to speak directly into the mic for the rest of this session.
With loud slurping.
Whisper.
Oh, I was slurping. Like I was.
We're from NPR. Yes. All of us are tennis announcers.
Not me.
And we moonlight at golf tournaments.
Amanda, are you in the Zoom?
Not yet.
Okay, I'm loading it now. See you there.
But
Yep.
Yeah, no. I was at work,
fucking dead.
and everyone was on the call, and then someone, and like I had to turn it up, and then all of a sudden someone's like, I was like, what are you doing to your microphone, Jesus? Or are you just all that far away?
Right.
Would have been like, I'm sorry, do you need me to repeat my Taco Bell order one more time?
Blast.
That's how I can't believe you didn't go with that one.
No, it was Phil. I give him a break. I was like, he's only a forehead, so, you know.
He was also in Tahoe all weekend.
Fuck Phil.
So, I mean, like.
Damn.
You know.
We're just saying that live.
Yeah.
Oh, he knows.
It's true.
He knows.
He knows.
It's said with love. It took him 2 years to actually start talking to the rest of us, so, you know, it's good to see him open up. He also gives us train. Sweet, delicious train. What? He lives near train tracks.
I know.
But that's also because Dinkles has an obsession with trains, and, well, you gotta... Yeah, your boy.
The one that's from
the father of your God's one. Oh, yeah, the one he's from New Jersey.
Oh, he's from New Jersey?
That's where he gets his outrageous accent.
Okay, good to know.
He's from New Jersey.
Does he really tell people that? I mean, I'm sure he does. But
That's what we tell people now.
Oh, okay.
Land of the boss.
Try again, Amanda.
Hello.
Hi.
Like, and that's Linus. He's our token New Jersey guy, and he's like, "Yep, I'm the situation."
Oh my god.
There it is.
All right.
Ask him if it's Bruce Springsteen or Bon Jovi.
Right.
It's a
but
contentious issue.
But then I love telling him, yeah, his child has an axe.
Jaron, do you need any more tea?
No, I'm okay. Thank you.
John?
I think I'm all right.
Okay. Sally?
I should probably make
I'm
tea.
good. Okay.
No, you don't dare.
What kind did you guys have?
Lapsang Shushang.
And?
Dreidel Dreidel.
Raise my pinky finger.
Yes. Oh no, that's not gonna work. We said don't do that.
Don't pour your tea over.
Oh goodness!
Ah! I got excited.
Yeah, that's right.
After you move the napkins.
Yeah.
No, put them back.
It's because you gotta pause a few minutes before you pee. You know, you gotta take a break before you pee because otherwise
it goes all over the place.
That's that curve in the bowl.
Yeah, otherwise it gets excited.
Springs right back.
I got up to go to the bathroom and my feet flew out from underneath me and I hit my face on the edge of the bowl and Torque's a hell of a bastard.
Right.
Fucking Facebook.
What
was I just talking about, Lisa?
Yeah?
Huh?
What was I just talking about?
Wish for you.
Oh.
Fake apple pie?
Yeah. Bam, there it is.
Oh, there you go.
Old vintage ad for mock apple pie because...
Oh, hail the algorithm.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
That's
I mean, to be fair, it came from a group that I'm a part of. But disgusting vintage recipes. Like, this isn't disgusting. This stuff is delicious. You just think it's weird.
You know,
Maybe
it
that
never
guy.
worked for me with the Dawn thing.
Maybe
I
that guy.
think Lisa, you were on the phone with me during that part.
What?
This is the part of it.
I don't know
I
what's
was
happening.
trying to get the Facebook algorithms.
Oh
or
yes,
whoever.
yeah. She was. Amanda
So,
loves the Facebook algorithm, so she will lean against whatever's listening and be like, "This, please."
I know you're listening.
So I was on the phone with Lisa and was like, I love my Dawn Ultra Platinum Power Wash dish spray.
I wish I had a coupon.
Nice. Well, we're at a stage now where like we got a fire stick.
Sorry.
So when we're watching shit with Sally's mom and there's like if there's like any ads on there, periodically one of the ads is just gonna get smaller and it's gonna be like, hey, you can ask Alexa to order that for you if you want it. Right? Like just ask me. I'll do it for you right now. Before this ad is over.
Just ask me. I'll do whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Tony likes to keep messing with my algorithm because he's a jerk.
I don't have that problem with any of my other algorithms. I only have that problem with YouTube because
No,
my
that's
YouTube.
exactly where it is.
Oh, my YouTube is the one that connected to the Xbox, which means that it is now like half my shit and half K-pop videos. So
Yeah.
Mine is half my shit and half insert Subaru something.
I
Stop it!
pretty much messed up his Hulu algorithm to just be all true crime
It's
shows.
around the fucking true crime. All
If
day.
anything ever happens to me, you'll never find out. But
Oh,
it's
really?
fucking my wife.
100%. If something happens to me, you will know it's Sally. Also, you will never be able to prove it because
That's right.
yeah, at this point, she knows.
Just taking copious notes via the Tim the Toolman Taylor School of Education. Do not do these things
Yep.
to be a successful individual. I had another joke and then I got derailed.
Oh no, such a
Yay.
shame. So sad.
That hurts more.
Whenever you want to start, Amanda.
Okay.
Mouthful of ice cream. I was gonna also ask if anyone has had Malort.
No, I've heard a lot about heard a lot about Malort, and I've heard that it's pretty gross. But I'm also
No,
willing
thanks.
to try.
I'm an atheist.
Have you tried Malort today?
Have you heard the word of Malort? Our Lord and Savior?
No.
Oh my god.
Boo. Boo this man.
Boo!
Yes, yes, it feeds me.
I'm leaning too much into metal. When you said it, Amanda, I heard Maloik, and I was like, yeah, why the fucking evil spirit? So
Hell
people
yeah.
give you the evil eye. As we were all taught by Ronnie James Dio's grandma.
He was throwing the horns just since you can't see it.
Ronnie James Dio. That was
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
I've been
Where are
told that I need to try it at some point someday, and I will. But I'm trying to get as many descriptors as I can because the most recent one said it's exactly like drinking a can of Raid.
I believe that. I've heard bad things about
Jesus.
Malort. I've also heard bad things about gowling wine, and I still want to try that too. But I just don't want to end up. I've heard that one is apparently tastes like wet dog,
Just futzing with things.
Yeah.
and so I'm still interested,
I'm trying to
but I don't want to spend like
send
the money to
these
buy a
here so
whole
I can just
bottle.
get rid of this
Oh,
and just play on there.
oh, good luck. I believe in you.
Although I think gowling wine is
Are there
pretty
cameos?
cheap, so I
Anyone
could
in
probably just
particular?
buy a bottle, take a sip, and
Oh,
throw it
the
away.
Dark Lady? Or what's her name?
This is what I will probably end up doing.
Your earrings.
Oh, that is just cameos.
Yep.
Your dangly bits off your face flaps.
Dangly bits of
That happens. That sucks when that happens.
dangly bits off your face flaps.
That sounds like something you need surgery for.
It looks like she's trying to stretch him out.
Sometimes it's a successful.
He was asking me
evening.
what the specific cameos on my earrings were, and he just kept saying cameos, and I'm like, who's playing the cameos? What is that Dark Lady? What are you saying?
And I was gesticulating to under my ear, but I guess, but my arm was so comfortable that I guess she did not get that was where I was indicating. It was great.
I'm just
I'm just trying to do things.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Forgive me for
I
interrupting
don't
you.
I
know
don't
what to
know
tell you.
what's happening.
Well, last time,
Now my eyes.
Oh, Dragon Ball Z.
That's what's happening.
Yep.
yeah, we're gonna murder a bunch of carnies. It's gonna be great. Let's
Right?
go, because we're next to this boat, and there's evil on the boat,
Right.
and Bad Robot, Will Smith in iRobot, and
Also,
we're
they're
gonna.
carnies, and I hate fun.
Okay.
Noted, Zive.
That's not true. You got the hots for the Black Staff.
That's right.
I'm sure she's a blast.
You also manned the fucking corn dog cannon.
You did. No, the mustard, the mustard gun.
gun. That's
Yeah.
right.
She was a pro with that
Okay,
mustard
maybe I
gun.
enjoyed it a little bit.
We need to increase the pressure on
Only
the
because
sucker
they cried
and
when
turn
I
it.
shot it in their eyes. That was fun.
Flaming hot mustard gun of pain.
Now you understand why guys have so much fun.
Rude!
Ew.
Tony!
What? I was impressed that she managed to sign the T when she spelled out her name with that mustard gun. That takes talent.
Yeah.
You're fired.
Especially for someone who hasn't been wielding one for very long.
You're still fired.
We're sending you to Malort.
But yet, I'm still here. Yeah, they stopped giving me paychecks, so they said to talk to payroll, and I talked to payroll, and payroll said to go talk to HR. So I talked to HR.
And then you ended up in the basement.
That's right. I had a nice desk where I could see the squirrels. They had a family.
And they never gave you back your stapler.
Oh, the swing line. I kept my swing line except they changed over, and the other ones kept binding up, so I kept my swing line.
I have your swing line.
I know.
We use it.
Because it was at payroll. Because it
you
was
were
at
working
payroll.
out of the basement for a while. She's gonna
Me?
set fucking fire to her shit.
Okay.
Oh, right. My character. Sorry, I'm getting my lines across now. That's great.
No, we need to.
There's just a tiny bit of pretzel in my throat.
Do it again.
So did you want to try? Did you want to try a little sip of this?
Yeah,
leftover?
that'll
Yeah,
burn it right out.
that'll get the pretzel right out.
Yeah,
That'll burn the pretzel away.
it will drain out the pretzel.
yeah,
right?
literally.
If
Burn
not,
away.
at least the pretzel will be sanitized. So
You find a note?
Wait, it says in here that we gave that gnome a job?
gnome job. Oh no, we offered a gnome a job
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we were like, yeah, you might get fucking fired because you're bad at your job. So
he was going to help us make the
That was
helm
the
of
gnome
thirst
the gnome
lightning.
that with the
yeah,
the
Who's bad at
crafting
his
guild or
job,
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah.
and yeah, the helm of thirst slaying. Yes,
Yeah, because we were like,
The what?
you were. Well, you might not have heard it because you were on the. Okay,
The
so
helm of
there was
thirst
there was the
slaying?
helmet that had what was the actual helmet? It was like the helm of beast
Remember.
speaking or something.
It was basically just, the cans with the
So they had a
Beer
helmet.
can.
They had a helmet that
okay,
was
right.
like
one of the
yeah,
fucking
no,
inventions
of
that they
languages or
had.
helm of languages or something. And we were like, no, you need one with like tankards on it.
Yeah, like
And we-
hold two
We
steins.
Here's
call
the
it the
thing.
helm of thirst slaying.
Here's the thing. See, you say the helm of thirst slaying, and I'm such a degenerate at this point that I did not actually equate
At this
that
point.
thirst with that kind of thirst.
Yes.
You said helm of thirst slaying. I'm like, what is this?
The
Project
same
porn
way.
directed
That
at somebody's
helm
head?
of thirst slaying just has a visor, so that you
For
can't
privacy.
see anything. Yes.
If you pull a
Does
cord,
it-
it pulls a tent
Does it give you
around
any
yeah.
kind you want? Asking for a friend.
They make customs.
It actually just scans around the area, and if somebody's showing a little too much thigh, it zaps them with a lightning bolt.
Graves is going to be like,
Or maybe that's the
deepfakes
helm
are
of thought
illegal.
slaying. My bad.
You can't request specific people.
Deepfakes are illegal.
Deepfakes are illegal.
Why are you in my head?
I'm just saying this. Don't
Okay,
do that.
but say there was a facsimile that happened to look a lot like someone. I just, say
Let's
I
say-
have a type.
Let's say I know an entertainer that could pass.
So anyway, these carnies that we got.
Rabbit, tell us how
Yeah.
tell us, did Matthew Mercer include how detailed the pornography industry is in
Here,
deep
Jared,
water?
because I will pull that picture up every time.
Yeah, there we are.
So we know.
Hell yeah.
This is who
Well,
we're
we're-
up against.
This is who we're gonna go. This is who we're gonna go.
Sorry,
I don't
Yeah.
like him. He
Yep.
needs more clothes.
And you
Take
know
him
what?
out.
If he TPKs us, bravo.
Yeah, right. I mean, yeah,
Right.
really.
Well, either
that
he'll
point.
go
Use more
fast or
feathers.
he's
No better way to go.
You got that right? Go
surprisingly
put something on
sturdy for
there.
his appearance.
Just
Show it
two
off
feathers.
Too much.
2 feathers.
He's
No,
gonna
more
put
than
on
that,
the wedding
love.
dress.
Sticking out there
Nice.
like
Nope,
antennae.
Awful. Awful.
So, yeah, you search on the number thing.
Oh, that's
paying
right.
off.
We're
next to
using the
ship
scanner.
here.
Yeah.
Yep.
We took a
The
short rest. I
regular
wrote it
type
down.
of ship, not the cannon ship.
So
Yeah.
I look around at the group as we stand there on the dock in front of this thing, and I'm like, I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to just go in, badges flashing, and start playing bad cop. But I figure there might be some room to do this diplomatically.
I forgot,
but
why are we here again?
because there's bad robots.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
The
that's right. The
Right.
robots went
Yeah,
back to
The
okay,
scanner
right.
sent us
The
here.
one rogue nimblewright.
The
one that was blowing bitches up.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's right.
The combo vibrator that we were gifted.
Yeah, the weird thing with all the hooks and the spikes and
Yep.
the weird bit that goes on the end, the little thing. Yeah,
It's on ultra pleasure
Okay.
right now, pointing it at the ship.
Okay.
Is it daytime or nighttime?
So much.
It's
It's
anytime,
nighttime.
baby.
Thank
Oh,
you.
it's nighttime.
I'm not in my cloak of feathers.
Oh, wow! You look like Look at you.
You've seen Lash.
Yeah, that's
I
happened
forget.
before.
It's just all the feathers all the
Forget
time.
every
And so
time.
every so often, I'm like, hey,
I cannot be out without them in the daytime.
that's
It would
unfortunate.
hurt.
It's a lot to take in. So maybe we should send you up first. You're nice and distracting. All right.
My only
I
distraction is
will
to shoot them
remind,
with an
since
arrow.
this is a
Probably
this is
deserve
a
it.
thing that you figured out last time, is that it does go off regardless of the alignment of the nimblewright.
Oh, that's true. So we don't know that the nimblewright is actually evil. I mean, it did blow up some shit and like
That's
throw a
what
fireball at somebody.
we're for.
Yeah.
Because we
Well,
lean
that one might be
sideways
evil,
Yeah.
and
but
connect
there are
fingertips.
tons of nimblewrights everywhere,
Yeah.
and well, maybe not tons. There are many, a plethora
A
of
plethora.
nimblewrights.
A plethora el
And,
guapo?
Did they have a plethora of guns?
most of them are not sentient or causing problems.
Right.
Fortunately, Mr. Sidnan and myself can make a judgment call based on that.
Yes.
Well, I'm not good at subtlety or diplomacy, so
And that's why we love you.
I don't love you like that.
I'm sorry. You're right. You're right. And that's why we
I
love
don't
you.
love you at all.
Asterisk.
I feel like we're at the point where I'm obligated to say that Miss Zythiar is kind of lying.
Didn't you see across his eyes the little lines that are lie detectors? They went,
Wow.
Yeah.
And he's just like a walking polygraph test.
Yep.
Actually, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah. He is a detective after all.
It's true.
Appreciation
It's not like I
counts.
like you or anything. Fucker.
Babaka.
Fucking
Oh my god,
Sundari.
Zythiar is a Sundari. Fantastic.
I meant Sundari, yes.
I mean,
I said
it's
yandere.
not
Tsundere.
I mean, she's pretty yandere. She should fucking stab you.
Yonder is I love you so much that nobody else can have you.
That
Okay,
was
then
me.
it was-
yeah,
then it
that
was
was me
accurate.
in high
Okay,
school. See, I
yeah.
told you. I was like, no, yandere.
Yeah.
I love you so much. I just want to put something inside of you.
Me.
It might be this knife. It might be something else, but mostly this knife.
Speaking
So
of
there are two guards kind of closer to the ship, or I mean, you suppose they're guards, the figures that are hanging out, chatting with each other, but they're clearly doing like security detail.
Or, so which one should I shoot first? The one on the left or the one on the right?
I believe they intend
No.
us to inquire inside
Yeah.
before we start shooting them.
We need.
What fun is that?
I agree. But we need to have a
Lash
real.
looks like she's short circuiting for a second.
We need to have a real good reason to start shooting. We only have probably a good reason right now.
Brick
No.
is like,
I've got a
please be until it
really,
devours
That's
on the
right.
ship.
Oh.
really
please.
itchy trigger finger, and sometimes it just goes, and then I don't know what happens.
Well,
Can you still put her in the harness?
I don't. I'm like, I think the harness is
Without
built
the
into the
cloak.
cloak.
Yeah.
Oh no!
But
So
she-
at nighttime she's just a fucking just gremlins too out
at
here.
nighttime you need to get a like one of those things you put on her, and then you got like the tail, and you clip it to your belt, so that she can't go run off.
I was like, she might have like a backpack.
Yeah, and that hit with a leash on it. Yeah, so latrine's just like
No, like just like on her back.
Like a real
Like
back.
Just
a
hanging
backpack.
on the back.
Yeah.
Like, hey, turn around.
Just have a bag of holding and just it's like cinched up around her neck so that it's just her head popping out of like a pouch on the side.
Horrible.
No, nothing quite like that.
The Bjorn is built into the feathers.
Like a Cabbage Patch Kid of horror.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no.
Oi!
Careful, she's biting.
Garbage pail.
We are
again.
only allowed to
Yeah.
be free in the nighttime, so I assume that latrine also deserves that courtesy.
That's right.
That was what my uncle used to say.
Latrine
Is he
deserves
dead?
the circus.
Yeah, of a social disease.
So what's the plan?
That's why he's my uncle and not my father.
It is rather simple. We ask for the nimblewright to be turned to us as it is wanted
Oops,
for
sorry.
questioning in regards
there's
to a crime.
there.
Calm down.
If
Okay.
they refuse,
Then we stab them.
So something that went off in my brain just a second ago, i.e. the DM saying certain words, led me to believe that this might not be the nimblewright we're
it
looking
may
for.
not be.
But this is what the. All right, hell yeah, let's go.
This may not be the droids we're looking for.
Yeah, but it
If-
doesn't sound
if-
like we care, so let's go.
If they're fine with having us talk to it, we can try to ascertain that. Them should know.
Wait, why would this be the wrong one?
There are many nimblewrights in the area. This
And
might not be the correct one.
Our detection tool is not precise enough to allow us to pinpoint the exact one we're looking for.
Well, that's a crock of shit.
Yeah, you wouldn't want us to think that all halflings were like you, would we?
What's that supposed to mean?
Yep.
Latrine is lovely,
As long as we're being honest.
and if her brethren are anything as wonderful, I would keep them all.
Yeah. This from the woman who's been in the woods for
That
a
is
decade.
all that
so
hoarding,
yeah. All right.
that hoarding thing that you have with all you characters.
Did you just
Right.
tell a
Yep.
joke?
I was gonna say, first kobold, now half.
Yep.
I think she just told a joke.
It's the second time the Flash has told a joke.
It doesn't count if she doesn't actually laugh.
As
You
long
don't
as
want her to
we-
laugh.
Yeah, I mean, I think if Lash laughed, I think we'd be scared.
It would just be the
They'll
maniacal.
be like, ha,
like-
Yep.
No, if Lash finally laughs, it's gonna be that crazy laugh that you're like, oh my god, put her in chains!
It's like,
She's gonna kill us all!
So, if y'all are going to be talking, where should I be?
Ready to shoot the one on the left or the right, whichever you choose. We don't really care.
Alright,
I trust you that far.
alright. Just gonna cock my arrows.
What you're doing with your arrows in this thing, just whatever.
slowly loading the crowd.
Maintaining aggressive eye contact. You don't have to. I mean, if it makes you feel better, okay, sure. I don't. It's fine.
I mean, I
I can feel the
walk
peanut butter knocking
behind
around inside the
whoever's
pencil.
doing the talking.
I was like, what are you doing?
Lash, why?
All right, so we're going up and talking to these guards.
Yes.
Okay. Who's being good cop and who's being bad cop here? I don't know that we always.
We're all bad cop.
I was about to
would
say.
describe
Bad cop
them
and
to
worse
just
cop.
In case you want to,
Bad cop, worst cop, and
your
sorry cop.
strategy.
Bad cop, worst cop,
Oh.
confused cop.
Not a
Why am I
cop.
here?
On the left,
Incompetent.
left.
Actual cop.
We're all bad cop. It's just the quality of cop. It's
Yeah.
not that we're.
bad
Yeah.
cop, worst cop.
Yep.
The bad manifests in different ways.
By the way,
Think of beauty.
this is not an algorithm dig, but y'all should watch Murderville if you haven't,
Oh,
No. See?
I didn't
because
want to.
it's kind of great. It's kind of great.
All right.
I was ready to be very skeptical. That was kind of great.
Man, you need to watch the anime about running a dictionary.
What?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
Oh my god, I got JC.
Which one is this?
It's an anime about running a dictionary.
I mean, what's the show?
It's
I
called The
believe
Great Passage.
Hmm.
The Great Passage. It's fucking great!
It's on Amazon.
Oh, that's free.
And yeah, we watched several episodes, and it was
Excellent. We're still not sure if it's boy love.
Ah, well,
Could go either way at this point.
apparently everyone thought it was.
Yeah.
But I'm not convinced it's not.
You're not convinced it's not?
Well, it's,
Yeah, there's a-
definitely BL, but we're not sure if the B stands for boy or for book. So
Yeah.
No.
Over butt.
Butt love.
that would be the first.
No. I'm pretty sure we can roll out butts.
There's some boob love.
Poor sweet thing.
There's just the slightest amount of fan service in what's his name's girlfriend,
Yeah.
Well, there's
but you're like, yeah, all right.
She's
We-
so kind.
we've
She
been
is.
watching
Yeah.
we've been watching My Dress Up Darling, which is
Ha-ha!
fantastic
That's
and
the one I
very
was talking
adorable.
about. The doll, the kid who's gonna make doll dresses.
The guy who makes dolls, and then he meets the girl who's a
Yeah,
cosplayer.
yeah. I
And
was
she's-
telling her about this.
She's a ridiculous like weeb goblin, but she's super hot, so it works for her. And the show is adorable,
yes.
and it's fantastic. And it's also
So-
made by the same people who did Horror Mia, and they're good at romantic comedy.
Oh,
So
good. Yeah, I love that show.
I'll see.
Lash is gonna walk up to the door or the plank, I don't know what the fuck it is, and she's just gonna like knock on it.
Well, there's the two guards
Yep.
standing in front of
That's
the plank.
nice. She's gonna walk.
So you're
right-
gonna knock on the gangplank.
Yep.
Well, I interrupted myself, and everyone else also helped me interrupt myself.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, not
Yeah.
that it'll matter. On the left, you have giant, muscly, stereotypical bouncer type,
Okay.
and on the right, you have a petite, fair-skinned
A petite.
girl with pink hair, and like you swear there are like stars and sparkles painted around her eyes.
she's the dangerous one.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah,
that
you
one's
know
the
it.
mage, and this one's the rogue.
Yep.
Or the barbarian.
Sorry, pink hair's on the which side?
The right.
Right. Oh,
My
what's-
right or her right?
Are you two sharing?
Yep.
You are
Wow.
right.
Good job.
What?
You're sharing hiccups.
I don't know. Or just one big one.
Sorry.
Keep
So
shaking
you
your
walk up
peanut
and
butter.
knock
Who's the one on the left?
between them
Muscles.
to knock on the door.
Muscles. Okay.
Wait, are they guarding the gangplank or are they guarding the door on the ship?
I don't know what I initially described.
All right, what do you
and
want
I'm
it now?
wondering myself.
There's
But
a door now.
I'm assuming it's going to be the door of the ship.
Lash is crazy is suddenly seeping out to the rest of you. It's suddenly a door.
Yep.
Yeah, stop.
I was assuming
I
a
don't-
gangplank,
I
but
don't
now
think
with
that they would want. I feel like that's more attention if they're just standing at like the dock.
That was not hot.
Like, oh, what's
Was
being
that
guarded
was
here?
tea and whiskey? And I was like, those two do not mix well together.
So they're hanging out by the door.
Sometimes it will, but sometimes it doesn't.
Okay.
So as you walk up, you're going to succeed in doing this action, but give me a perception roll.
we all roll perception.
Yes, please.
Oh,
Just the left.
16.
just that.
Never mind.
Sorry.
It's fine.
That was a great roll.
Wow.
As you're walking up,
Boo.
they sort of straighten and are like, oh, excuse me, whoa, how? Oh, excuse me, miss. You
Yes,
notice something-
excuse you. You are in my way. I wish to knock on this door.
And you notice something familiar about them,
Okay.
but you don't recognize them.
They're both drow.
Probably.
Okay. She's,
But they allow you to knock. And
oh, but
the
looking
pink-haired
back, you know what
one-
you're doing. Yeah.
nothing happened. Like the door doesn't open or anything. The pink-haired one, like they're just kind of both staring at you, like, what do we do? No one's ever done this before. They're just come up and knock.
I love Lash.
And the pink-haired one kind of like elbows the other one,
Yep.
the big muscly one. And the big muscly one is like, may we help you?
I wish to
We're
enter.
the ones to be opening the door, so knocking isn't really gonna do much.
If you are the one to open the door and you have witnessed me knocking on it, why have you not
Yes.
yet opened the door?
We would like to first know what your business here is.
I think
I
it's-
wish to enter the premises and speak with the person in charge.
Oh, do you have an interest in a carnival?
No, I have an interest in whether or not I'm going to blow up your ship.
at that point,
No, I'm like
seriously,
stopping.
why
I'm
did
like,
you
no,
let
let her.
one of the people
No,
with
no,
loafers?
no,
with
no,
a-
it's fine. She's someone of high birth and whatever. Yeah, let her know. That's fine. That's good.
I might have like more station than you actually
Did,
in this form.
These
I mean,
little
maybe-
did
these
anyone,
two chaos goblins have been wanting to run this show, and I'm here for it. Let's just let it happen.
did anyone walk up with her, or
Nope.
did she just?
I'm sure Latrina's at my heels.
Yeah.
They're
Graves will go.
close,
And Graves as
but
well.
Not quite there.
I do voice
Um,
that as soon as she starts walking off without any of us. I'm like, no, let her go.
Well, Graves
She's taking
is
point on this one.
Ask concerns about us
so
breaking
probably-
laws.
Yeah,
and-
that's a good point.
I've broken no laws.
Fine.
Or bones.
No.
Fine. After I voice my objection, I follow.
So before anyone else approaches, unless it's Latrine, loudly the muscly one goes, "That sounds like a threat to me, an unnecessary one at that." But then leans close to Lash and goes, "Lash, it's me. It's Felric. I'm in disguise."
Fucking called it.
Who
the hell is Felric?
One of the drow.
One of the two drow.
Oh, okay. All right, fair enough.
Drow. Wow. How racist.
Dro.
Right. That's their word.
Lash. Well, it's my word too. Lash blinks her silverish eyes at them and goes, "Then all the more, why have you not opened the door?"
We have to, keep up appearances. But if you and your crew want to come in, I mean, that's fine. Me and Grub don't mind, and like the pink haired. So you now realize that they've switched in their chosen disguises, and the Terry Crews is the cute pink haired little girl,
Yep.
Perfect.
Yep.
and the femme boy is the big muscly one.
Good for them.
That's right. You'll switch it up periodically.
Lash kind of cocks an eyebrow like,
whether or not we kissed for a while just to see how it was, that's our business.
I mean, if
Right.
I could be whatever I want.
So
that's what I'd
Latrina's
do.
there with her, and she's just like, "Why y'all in disguise for? What are you doing here?"
Oh, this is and the pink haired girl just looks like, "You've already said too much."
As always.
Also, I would appreciate if you didn't reveal my secret identity. I said nothing. I was in character.
I
You have
just-
to go and run.
I look at the pink-haired one.
Well,
I was like,
may as well tell them.
Well,
This
but-
is,
"Wait, before he starts it, I look at the pink-haired one. I go, oi, she's in charge here." And I point to like Lash. I was like, "You better pay your respects, all right? I hear nothing. No lip from you."
See, and y'all thought there was a problem.
All right, go ahead.
I didn't.
So pink hair goes like, "Oh, apologies. Yes. We just need to check first that everything is cool. There are a few drow here, disguised as you'll see. There's a few of them scattered around.
I do not
on the
believe I
ship.
am running a temperature. I do feel cool to the touch, so I believe it is fine to enter. Would you please step aside?
Yeah. Thor laughs, like waiting for you to laugh too, and
Nope.
notices you don't, and is like,
I mean, we could do this the hard
"Stone
way.
Cold. You're
Try to get away
correct.
from
You are so, yeah, you are cool. So, okay, this is weird. I will let you in. You guys could come and have dinner with the captain and or a late dessert, whatever. You can dine with the captain. That's what you want. But I
Latrine, would you like to partake in a meal?
I mean, if it's free.
It is free, yes. I've been meaning to ask this. This is kind of weird, but could you? And he like ruffles through pockets and pulls out like this little scroll.
Oh God.
and unrolls it, and it's blank, and it says like there's just like little decorations around the edges. Could you give me your autograph?
Really?
Her hair rolls, her eyes. You are such a nerd. Why are you doing this? Don't ruin this for us.
I'm sorry, I do not understand your request.
Oh, he thinks you're really like cool, so you know,
I am
just-
cool to the touch today.
Walked right
I'm
into
not
that one.
running
I
the temperature.
He thinks you're really fancy.
Oh. Do you
I know. I've kind of followed your work. I know what you've done for the community, and he kind of like gestures between all of you except for Latrine. And I really appreciate it, and I
Gestures above
think
3
you're
feet.
really amazing, and I'd be honored if you would sign this paper. I know it's dumb. It's weird.
It's
I
one of
should
those
have asked.
fanboy.
I don't know.
do you wish my birth given name or the name that I was betrayed with?
Oh, shit got real.
Just ask for both.
You put one in quotation marks, you know.
Lash is fine.
She signs Relashally. And then hands the pen down to Latrine.
What am I supposed to do with this?
He
'Cause you're
said
always
he has
stealing pens.
followed us.
We're stealing pens. This one is from a bank.
Oh, I meant the singular you.
Oh,
But I'm sure you're great too to be in the company of someone so very
Sure.
amazing.
Please sign it and bring down the value of this for when I sell it on the secondary
I was
market.
looking at her like, I'm amazing, thank you.
Maybe you could sign the back of it.
I mean, like, if you like.
He looks like
Lash
he's
is
got-
looking at him like, Latrine is my friend.
Yep.
If he
He's
turns it
very
over,
obviously like, yeah,
Yeah, her
please,
eyebrow
I
like
love
dents a bit.
yeah.
Like,
And it's just like the worst, third grader chicken scratch that you've seen of a signature.
Who's Larry?
with an undominant hand.
Yeah. Yeah, just holding it full fist.
Thank you. Oh, that's. Oh, now I'll always remember the two of you.
While
That's
Lash is this
wonderful.
gorgeous, insane
Yeah.
Never forget.
script.
Yep.
Now may you move aside. I have paid the toll.
He does. He
Wait,
does
what
like
about the rest of them? Are they coming with us?
a
Please.
certain
She turns.
jiggle.
Oh, they're right here.
Yeah.
Are we all going in?
He jiggles the door a little bit before opening it, like trying to get the thing unstuck. It seems like, and
You're shaking the.
They are shaking the pretzel things to feel the peanut butter shake
yeah.
inside of them. Yes.
My vantage point is great there because they're both shaking and Tony is sort of framed in the middle, just like.
It's like mini shake weight.
Oh, thank you. This is delightful. I love this. This makes
Okay,
me so-
shaking now.
Makes me so happy.
Peanut butter, okay. Mega flavor mouth blast. Peanut butter shaky breakfast.
Wow.
Pretzel salt time.
Holy shit, the
Yatta!
skateboard just sprouted under my feet.
Wow.
now anyone
Good to
other
go
than
and eat it
Lash
with your
who's
sunny
close
knee.
enough can roll a perception.
Sure, fuck it, why not? Let's go.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm gonna roll with disadvantage
I-
because I don't
I never
care.
logged into roll 20. Forgetting that.
I'm here.
Oh hell yeah, 21. Let's go.
Good job, Brick.
If I do badly, it's because I've been
Ooh,
trying
18.
to hold back
I
from
got
punching
25.
these guys.
18.
Damn.
Oh,
Since
nat
you got
20.
more.
Hell yeah. Go, Graves.
I can see through
Damn.
this shit.
Graves activate X-ray vision.
Oh no, he's not evil. He's just using a different filter. It's okay.
That's right. I can also see through clothes. I'm sorry I didn't say that before.
So like Graves walked up and punched the side of the boat, and there's just a hole there, so now you can see through. Yes, I'm using X-ray vision.
Graves goes to a spot and punches in the bull, and the nimblewright falls out.
God damn, that would be pretty great.
Let's go. We got what we came for.
Let's just do that.
I just see a door.
Who got above 18 and up as you're walking up. It's very obvious to you, like that scene in Ace Ventura 1 where he jiggles the keys to give the signal. So that door jostling was like some sort, like, you don't know what was said, but it was like, the door is not stuck.
Oh, good. They're either
This is
going to try and kill us or not going to kill us.
Is he like shaking it this many times for how many people there are or something?
Maybe.
Something like that.
Latrine just does the thing where she like takes 2 fingers and points to her eyes and then points to him like, I'm watching you. I'm also Snooky.
Snooky?
Oh.
She's also from New Jersey.
Dear
What's
God.
that? What does Siri want?
Dear God.
Stop that. Nobody asked.
Man, are you still with me?
Someone always asks. Yep.
Okay,
Siri
good.
wants to be involved.
Yeah. Look at that black potato.
Cat cake.
So we all just trek in then? Like, you guys are all with us now? You
Yeah.
guys are all
Oh,
trekking?
yeah, sure. No, if we're allowed. Are we invited?
Of course.
Yes.
All right, cool, sure.
I'm here.
We all getting dinner then.
Oh, dinner? Ooh, yeah, I should let you guys talk first.
The guards offered us a meal free of charge with the captain. Possibly a late dessert.
Hell yeah.
And then Lash blinks both her eyes really hard
Oh, no.
and then looks away.
Oh, no.
What's that do?
She's winking.
She's trying to win.
Just stop. Stop.
Tony and Breck didn't need an insight check for that
I'm not 100% sure on the physiology, but I'm not sure this is how it's supposed to work.
one. See, Akano? That's why she's not allowed to tell jokes.
Lash, you alright? You got something in your eye?
Not at the moment. Thank you for asking.
Alright, I'm just checking.
Okay. I'm good.
I'm try not to die.
Yeah, it's called living in the woods for 10 years, so it's with no other humanoids to interact with. It's cool.
Other than owl.
She has
Just sitting back here, like,
She has an affectation.
dealing with.
Maybe it's not too full, like, but it's maybe it's like
Yeah.
1-2, like an owl would do.
Yeah. But it's slow enough to where it's like.
Are you okay?
Did you just have a stroke?
That seemed too slow to be a mistake.
Oh,
So apparently, I,
yes.
Amanda Dalton,
Esquire.
went shopping earlier and
Senior.
came home with cheese slices
Like you do.
and walked into the bathroom
Like you do.
and left them in the bathroom.
Like, I mean, you're in the bathroom.
Just
right
bathroom cheese,
So
huh?
you left yourself a snack for a while.
Yeah.
That gives a new word to toilet cheese. I
John
said.
Ham. Oh.
No one's happy about
John
this.
Ham's John Ham. The only ham you can eat on the toilet.
Oh no! Ew.
Now
You're
comes the
welcome.
cheese.
I hate all of you.
Spreadable.
Stop!
Fistfuls of dice, throwing them at people.
Yeah.
Fistfuls of dice, throwing them at people.
Cheese in a can.
In a convenient, squeezable tube.
Okay, I know where you sleep, so you really need to stop.
Oh no.
Rabbit, please kill the following players. They're almost die now.
As Breck fails his third
Right.
death save.
Everybody but this side of the table.
I cry. I cry.
Man.
So now,
Yes, you
He startled her a little. Yeah, she deserved
go
it.
to the ship.
what happened?
As we pass through the ship.
Walk into the ship.
Yes. Yep.
There is a map for the ship, but I will refrain until necessary. because otherwise it's just confusing
Until we
and
start
lighting
shit,
is gonna be weird
basically.
and-
Until combat starts.
Yep.
Yeah.
Love it.
Alright.
So you see, it's like a party all the time on this ship. There's
That is not
quite a
temp.
few.
Oh, I did write her real
You
name
don't
down.
you
Okay,
don't
good.
visibly see any. Well, no one else other than those two now. So Lash and Latrine, you don't see any drow. They all look a mix of elves and humans and half elves.
Okay.
Just going about their day, their night, having a good old time, getting dinner ready. And you don't see the captain yet. You see several nimblewright servants buzzing about, doing menial tasks.
It's looking at more tea.
Mm.
Cups. Sorry, was I not supposed to narc?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Damn, look at the size of those things.
Lisa.
Woo. You want to see some of my
It's
corn?
got a black rose with gold.
It is pretty gorgeous.
It's nice.
No,
Which is
call your
why
brother.
It's $75. I'm not gonna buy it. I'm not gonna buy it. I'm just
thinking
looking.
about it. I'm not gonna do it, girl. I'm just thinking about it.
You already have it favorited. Oh my god. Now I'm narc.
Oh, fucking narc right over there.
Why did you bring up my house, Charlie? I thought we were cool, Charlie.
She's in this house
I'm not
more than
saying-
I am.
I'm not saying you're bad people, Sally, but I'm not doing crimes with you.
Oh, that's fair. I'm sorry. Okay, so we don't see the captain anywhere. We just see people in nimblewrights. Do we see any nimblewrights?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we saw
several.
some.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
they're doing menial tasks.
Who's holding the beep beep beep?
Who is holding it?
John.
Well,
Yeah.
it's gonna
Yeah.
keep going
Great.
off
It's
because
Graves and
Yeah.
Nim.
Yep, it's your. Well, if you press it down, it would obviously be going off because you can visibly see
A bunch of nimble
nimblewrights.
Mm.
And it would be correct. There are nimblewrights afoot.
I
Yeah.
would just look at it and be like, it's broken. Maybe if you like shake it a little bit, it'll get
Well, I
much
thought
better.
it just senses
It just
nimble
needs
rights,
new
Yeah.
batteries.
Not
It just senses
particular
nimble
ones.
rights, not
Yep.
not specific
These
ones.
ones just happen to be ones that aren't in that.
And they may
temple,
not be
right?
the only ones on this ship.
We'll take
either.
out the electronics in the core and then put it in the dishwasher. Put new batteries in it. You know, make sure it's ready to go.
High society place. It's gonna take forever.
So does your
Yes, well-
does your divine sense have any cool variants, or do you have the vanilla one, where it's good, evil, celestial, fiend, undead?
I will check
I don't know what they just favorited.
because I
You know what
forget.
you did.
No, I accidentally hit something as a Millennium Falcon. Why would I favorite that shit?
Why wouldn't you? It's the fastest ship in the galaxy. It's a beautiful hunk of junk.
Only if I was gonna get it for you.
Yeah, I
You
think
can Kessel run in
it's-
less than 12 parsecs.
Oh my god.
L337 is
I
the
don't know
heart of
what
this,
you're
of this
saying.
machine. She died for all droid kind. She was the original revolutionary.
It's like epilepsy, except he's a Star Wars fan.
Got it.
What? I'm sorry. What happened?
I'm blacked out.
Smell
for a
toast?
minute.
I had an
Does
episode.
anything smell like almonds to you?
That's gangrene.
And cyanide.
Yeah, it's true.
I love that comic.
Gangrene and
Gangrene and cyanide.
Gangrene and cyanide, yeah.
I love it.
It's some band somewhere.
We're gonna write it.
Gangrene and cyanide, yeah.
Right.
So what do you got?
Yeah, mine I think is
It's
vanilla.
like Osmosis
with,
Joe.
I don't know if yours does that, but
No, that's what
Also,
mine is. Yeah.
the
So
hollow
Yeah,
spell.
yeah,
I
yeah,
also ping.
Rabbit, would you say this ship is larger than 60 feet? Radius?
Yes.
I can detect poison and disease.
I need to split this. Well, we'll get a bunch of
How many-
uses.
Oh wait, didn't we long rest? Why
Yeah,
did I have?
Yeah, we long
rested.
rested.
Why have I
Did we?
used?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
did I use it recently?
I got 5 fucking uses of this. Like,
How do you have 5 and I only have 4?
probably.
Because
He's better than you? I don't know.
I was like, Brady's better than Breck.
Maybe it's wisdom
That's
based.
fair.
Are you both level 3 paladins?
Yep.
Okay.
Is there a stat?
Yeah, but he's a robot.
Yeah, I'm a robot.
What's your wisdom modifier?
He's a palibot, and I'm a
I don't know if it's wisdom.
murder dude.
Healbot.
Why didn't it
Oh, it's
reset?
charisma.
Oh.
It's 1 plus charisma modifier, and I got +4 charisma.
Oh, I only have
That's
a +3, so yeah, okay, cool.
There you go.
Wow, Graves is more
Mystery
charismatic
solved.
than me.
Hey.
That's funny.
It's
I'm
not his
related
fault.
to Daft Punk.
Lash is rocking a +1 charisma.
It's not his fault. He's just programmed that way.
Just one.
Yep.
Well,
I like that
squandering
Get
it.
Lucky song.
Yep. I was built from some of their spare parts.
After the explosion, they just
Yep. Is mix and match. Yeah, we got 9 uses of this between the two of us. I'm pretty sure we can radar this ship.
yeah, you want the first ping or should I?
Bing, bing.
I mean,
Well,
I'm sure we're gonna
I got
get
an
some
extra one, so I can do the first one.
Sure, hit it. I'm sure we're gonna get some pings regardless.
Yeah.
But if we can get it during around nimblewrights, we might be able to figure out which nimblewright it is.
Here for reference, Amanda.
Ooh. I have to look up some things.
The peacocks and hens sitting on top of the macaw cage.
Oh, maybe it'll be on here.
Oops.
That was right here.
The presence of strong evil registers in your senses like a noxious odor, and powerful good rings like heavenly music in your ears.
I don't get smells, so for me it just buzzes like a cell phone.
No, I imagine it sounds like dubstep or
Nice.
or Rebecca Black. As an action, you can open your awareness to detect such forces until the end of your next turn. You know the location of any the location, so you'd be able to look and see it's a nimblewright if we're near one, because it lets you know the location within 60 feet. That's not behind total cover. So yeah, we're checking because if we see several, we're gonna keep pinging.
Yep.
Whenever we see a new one. You know the type, celestial, fiend, or undead, of any being whose presence you sense.
And Nim is with us.
Yeah.
She knows the one.
Oh yeah, and if she sees, so
if we get visual contact, she'll be able to
hmm
ID him.
And by any chance has this?
I'm sure you've worked out here, stand at this angle from it, and it won't pick you up.
Yep.
And of course, for Shiggles, has this ship been hallowed or desecrated?
Well,
Probably has been
You-
desecrated.
It's being
multiple
desecrated
times.
in front of us.
it has not been hallowed or desecrated. You do not detect strong either way. You kind of smell ozone. What does that mean? Who knows? But it's not unpleasant. It's like, no, that smell.
Well,
But you can conclude from your initial pings that there's no strong good or evil.
okay.
Yay, ambiguity.
Yeah.
Has a heart full of neutrality.
Yeah, it's probably the trend on this ship. Miss Nim, you do not recognize any of these, I assume.
Nim looks around. I was looking for something myself. Nim looks around and like really scrutinizes the ones that she can see and shakes her head. No.
Well,
And just as she confirms in the negative, Sean Connery, Captain,
Woo!
What
to
is-
add in a bit
Here's
more than
Zed.
that picture,
Zed.
but
Okay.
not much. Comes out. Ah, guests, welcome. I hear we're going to share a meal and have a little conversation.
I mean,
What brings you here on this fine, fine Waterdeep evening?
A little bit of rock and roll.
or you go be wearing that outfit to dinner.
Please say yes. Please say yes.
I always wear this outfit.
Except for when I'm not wearing it.
Lash frowns.
Oh, right.
Oh, look, he likes to show
He
off
is,
skin when
he
after
is
dark
more
as
covered
well.
up than just the banana hammock. It's not like it's, it's like the other photo I sent.
It's a very luxurious
Not the
robe, but
movie
it's
one.
open. Too open. Why is he wearing it at his elbows? It's not. It's why is he wearing it in the.
Right.
Why is he wearing it at all? It's not even covering it.
Why is it open in the front and the back? It's just two sleeves.
It's showing his butt cleavage.
I'm past upset about it. Now I'm just confused.
Right.
I guess Akana will pipe up with that one. Oh yes, well we were here to see the exquisite state of. Okay, look, I'll be honest with you. We're here looking for something under the authority of the Knights. What crap? I don't remember what the police.
Force Grey.
No, Force Grey. I'm talking about the
Oh,
police.
Lords of
Oh,
Lions.
Lords Alliance. Oh,
We're-
we're gonna go through the levels
Yeah.
of badges.
We're here under
As
the authority
necessary.
of the Lords Alliance and the
Right.
and Force Grey.
Oh no, you dropped.
Invoke
Wait,
shield first before we talk about the Avengers.
Yeah, basically. Like,
Except then he did.
yeah. And we believe we have tracked a hostile to your ship here. We believe they might be hiding out on board. They're a very dangerous individual, and require your full compliance.
Oh, by all means, I don't know of any hostile agents who have infiltrated our prep security team. And he gives a thumbs up to the pink hair and the muscle guy. But you're welcome to look. We have nothing to hide. Isn't that right, crew? They
Yeah, what?
agree.
What in the
But
fuck?
not like, yay! They're like, yep.
Yeah, nothing to hide,
Sure.
nothing to hide here.
Right.
It's like they're lugging boxes that just say contraband on the side.
I mean, can we just
Drugs with a backwards R.
Yeah.
The
You hear the
drugs.
sound of like 50 toilets flushing at the same time.
Wow.
Quick, toss us off the side. Come on, man. I can't get caught with this again.
That's the
Well,
signal.
You throw it
Right.
out the porthole
But I also
onto the
rolled a
Coast
10
Guard
again.
cutter that's pulled
Yeah.
alongside.
The snozberries taste like snozberries.
I'm gonna try to inside that.
The
I got a
schnozberries,
5.
the schnozberries taste like God.
Oh, good. Someone got worse than me.
I try to incite it, and at the same time, Grades is like, just so we are clear, and so the excitement dies down, we are not performing any body searches at this time.
Yep.
That's a 12 for Lash.
What are we doing?
I can let them go home.
Percepting.
Well, if you're nice.
They're a little bit too excited for it. I would rather not.
Well, I got shot pointing thing.
All them perception
Well,
rolls.
violence may still happen.
Wait, perception or insight?
Well,
Insight.
Oh, insight. Well, either way.
John
I
said
didn't
he was
actually ask for-
inciting, but I was percepting.
Yeah.
I was doing insight.
You sense that some of the crew is anxious, but no one is trying to block you from anything. Like they're letting you look around. No one's like, oh, don't look around. And you're not seeing anything out of the ordinary.
I forgot. Do we bring the nimblewright with us, or did
Yes,
she say?
Nim, yeah.
Nim's
Nim's here.
Nim's
Okay,
with
all
us.
right.
And Nim confirmed the ones that you can see are not
Right.
the
I'm
ones.
looking for a shelf.
Uh-huh.
Amanda, if I can
I'm
identify
finding all sorts of other things.
the ones that look nervous, I'm going to point them
Mhm.
out discreetly to the group with
Mhm.
just a These ones look slightly more nervous than the rest. If you need to lean on someone, this is where I would start.
What do you mean by
And as,
Like right now?
as you say this, the captain steps back up and says, "You know, I do have 2 other ships. Not to brag, but just in case you wanted to search those as well.
Oh no, that's fine.
I mean, they're all here. They're all next to each other. So, any of them, really.
Is he like bragging about how much? Oh man, there could be illegal activity on any of our ships. Man, you don't even know how much illegal activity we could do on these ships.
Wow.
So much.
On any of my 3 ships that I own.
Slaps the side of the ship. This baby can hold so much
many.
illegal activity.
Okay, I roll investigation while this is happening. I'm not really going to socially engage with anyone because I don't do that.
I think I go ahead and mention that. Well, as long as no one murdered or abetted in a murder today, they should have no cause to be concerned. And also, our investigation thus far has pointed at this ship explicitly.
Oh, well. All right. You have full reign to search the entire ship unperturbed.
Captain,
Too late.
do you... We're all very perturbed. You should have warned us before.
But
you
also a
stepped in the
little
room.
aroused, so bravo.
Captain, are these the only nimblewright you employ?
They are not. No, there are nimblewrights on all 3 of my ships.
Fuck.
For logistics wise, this ship is just closest to the dock.
Could you, on short notice, gather all of them up so that we may inspect them?
Visually.
Why did
Yes,
you...
that should not be a problem.
Never mind.
I
Fuck
mean,
is that?
We're gonna build a fucking lineup.
Lisa.
The fuck is what?
We have
The hand?
a
chicken
system
claw?
of bridges
I
between
mean,
the other
it looks
2
like many
boats.
things.
Oh,
I
they're
can
penises.
either bring them to you all here, or
It's a
you can
it's a
feel free to
trinus.
search each ship, split up if you need to.
I'm
make sure
sorry,
that
Rabbit.
all,
Your best friend is being terrible.
Nothing. We're splitting up to
She
find
found
everybody.
a tri-penis, and she needs to share that image with you in Discord
It's a mug holder.
as penance
apparently.
for her. Oh, I'm sure you could fit a mug between 3 of those. I haven't seen that
They're
anime,
supposed
but
to hate
if
from
anyone,
the
you
tips.
would.
It's 3. Never mind.
Didn't help.
Captain,
Oh no.
I think
Sorry, yeah.
while it would make our task easier to have them all gathered in a group, I think I would appreciate being able to observe them in their regular habitat with less chances for tampering.
I heard that screenshot happened. Unless I did a screenshot.
No, it was me.
I point
Okay.
at Nim, and then I make like the eyeballs gesture, and then I make like a little scan motion. So and
No,
then
I
shrug.
mean, like, she knows that we're looking for nimblewrights, but, like, what... She doesn't know, like... Nimblewright? There's a nimblewright?
No, that's why I point at Nim, and I'm like, for her to see one.
Oh.
Yeah.
I feel like we could just split this up because we've got 2 paladins and a nim.
Well, the paladins apparently aren't pinging anything, so we need Nim to confirm.
Yeah.
But you only tested on this ship.
Yeah, but our BP thing says it's on this ship.
No, our BP thing says there's nimblewrights.
Nimblewrights on the
Yeah.
ship. It doesn't
Oh,
say.
And the other one,
Yeah.
this one is closest
That's
to
why
the
I said
dock.
this ship happened to be the closest to the shore.
So
Oh.
it may be any of them.
Just pulling a lash, only listening to like most of it.
Mm-hmm.
Another reason you're not allowed to tell jokes.
Graves basically just doesn't want him to be like, here's all my nimblewrights.
Except for the one we're
Honest
throwing
to-
off the side right
Honest
now.
to God, they're all here.
Yep. Well, yes, that's perfectly fine and perfectly reasonable. I will escort you And we're here are we. This ship here is the Eye Catcher, from my personal favorite. We'll next be going to the Hellraiser, and after that, the third ship is the Heartbreaker.
Wait, what
I
was
named
the
them
first one?
myself, of course. Yes.
I
Right
stare
this
at
way.
him as he's saying this, and I ask, any particular reasons for this specific order? What if I ask you to do it in reverse?
That's fine.
He looks like the type
That's
of guy
just
who'd
the
do it in
order that
reverse.
they're closest.
With that.
I'm afraid of the answer, but as a good cop, I have to be thorough.
I mean, if you want to start with Heartbreak, that's fine.
Well,
I mean, we're already here. Why don't we just talk to the ones here?
yeah, we're going to. We'll talk to all of them.
As I said, whatever. If you want to go to them at the same time, if you want me to take you to one at a time, it does not matter to me.
Look, love, why don't you just stay put with your little fancy pants? And we'll meet you at dinner, alright?
Bring it back. He's being friendly.
Is he?
He's being very friendly.
Is he?
Yes.
I don't know.
What was whispered?
He's being friendly. Pull it back. Is he
Oh,
being
okay.
friendly?
Yes, he's being very friendly.
I don't know.
Latrina is very suspicious. She doesn't think he's being friendly at all.
I find his thong very friendly.
yeah, he was being too friendly.
I didn't say he wasn't being like aggressive. I just said he was being
He's
friendly.
even wearing.
By the
He's
way,
even wearing a shirt over the weird banana. Like, it's not just awning.
His
He's got
exposed
pants
thighs.
that are open way too much, but also a shirt that's open way too much.
okay.
Very modest of him.
By the
Well-
way, did I get anything for my investigation roll?
You did not, other than what I've already mentioned,
Okay.
and the fact that
Well,
this seems to be a carnival ship filled
Okay.
with carnival
Okay,
supplies
well-
and stuff you've seen in the parades.
I think then I just walk outside and start walking to the next ship because I'm tired of listening to this shit.
Let's start
And there
walking.
goes Zythe.
Let's start moving around with Nim because Nim knows what this nimblewright
Yes.
looks like.
plus, as much as I think we could be efficient and split these ships, if we run into troubles, I don't trust these carny ships.
If I find animals on this ship, I will release them.
If you find animals, we should ask them for permits.
She
And then
doesn't. She
release
doesn't care
them.
about permits.
No, but I Once we get asked why we did this, I will be able to provide ample justification.
I'm just like
Man.
I'm trying to figuring out in my head how
I-
to spin this PR disaster that's about to happen.
It's kind of great. Sure, fuck it. Why
Yeah.
not?
So
All right.
let's search this first ship with
I love
Nim
living in a universe
and then
where
see
we
if
have
she sees
no-
anything.
where we have no concept of repercussions for our actions.
Right.
Oh,
And then we'll move from ship to ship with Nim so that she can give us the dirty if she sees
Yep.
which one we're looking for.
We should try to keep a couple pings too as we approach the next ships, and also continue to use our detector just in case we get a ping from somewhere that's not what
Hold
we're
on, I can't hear
indicating.
anybody. Oh no, hold on, it's me. It's not you, it's me.
Well, duh.
Duh.
oh, the R's for resistant, the I's for immune. Nice. Okay.
Yep.
Tight.
The little green R and I.
Yeah. Paladins have magic underpants.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay, over there.
For when you spec into Paladin,
Oh, okay, thank you.
because apparently you're going to multi-class
I already did, but I don't.
again.
Oh yeah, I haven't decided if I want to do that yet.
Too many paladins.
You're already
in this
lamenting
bed.
how far
There we
you're
go.
Not
Yay!
much
Hey!
for Not
Hello.
enough Paladins, if you ask me. No, one is too many Paladins, and here we are.
Well, who's got the highest investigation score out of all of us?
Graves.
I'm not sure it's me.
I'm pretty
got
sure
plus
it's
three.
I'm a +3.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
also +3.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
you said investigation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my insight.
I'm +3 still.
I'm only a 2.
Yeah, I'm only a 2.
Investigation
So-
+1.
Plus
I'm
one.
at 3.
I'm
So-
mostly because I'm a wizard.
I'm
We
very
should have
perceptive.
we should have one of the two of you roll and have the other one help,
Yeah.
Yep.
so that we can get that with
Okay.
advantage, and then
Well, she already rolled a nat 20
No,
investigation.
it's a dirty 20.
Or she
Not
already
quite.
rolled a dirty 20
17.
investigation.
Yeah.
well, yeah, but she wasn't investigating with Nim at the time.
It's true. I also can't understand Nim at all.
Well, that's what I'm there for.
It's
Like,
okay.
I'm not helping
So-
you look. I'm
Okay,
a
yeah.
translator.
Trust in her. I will assist you.
Yeah. Alright.
I guess I walk back the other way. Are we still here? Okay. So
No, we're actually doing things now.
I think I should assist you though. It's not my expertise.
Well, either way.
Go
Alright.
make a roll. I'm
Roll with
helping.
advantage.
I'm helping.
Filthy 20. Yep. Hell yeah. Let's apprehend this fiend.
That's right. We're just waiting.
Fiend.
Did Rabbit disappear?
I don't know.
Oh no.
Amanda.
Did we lose you?
She fixed her. She fixed her mic. She fixed her audio and then killed her mic.
Amanda is connecting to audio and can't hear you yet.
Oh.
Boo.
Amanda has connected to audio.
Oh.
Okay, what the hell happened?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Some shit.
Can you
We
hear
now
us?
own the circus.
That's right. We murdered everybody while you were gone.
I let all the animals free, and I forced the captain to put on pants.
And then I forced them to take them back off.
Please don't make me be a
Right.
clown.
If you believe those animals need to be free, I believe this animal needs to be free.
I know that. I made him take it back off. The problem is not your outfit, sir, is that you skipped a step. I was not present when you removed the rest of the clothes. You need to do it in front of me.
Slower. Good.
Oh, no.
Now put on these shoes.
Oh yeah.
Put on these shoes.
Yeah, that's right. Stomp around real nicely.
What kind of stuff is around us? Like, just
It's a ship.
I know, but like, is it rope or is it like they said carnival related stuff?
Yes.
Like, what kind of carnival related
It's
stuff?
All
It's
kinds
rainbow
of
colored
stuff.
rope.
Hold on, I can read you a lot of
I mean, it
boring
basically
manifests,
looks like
probably,
like a rainbow
because
vomited
this
here.
book always gives me that.
Yay, boring manifests.
There's going to be at least one.
We
monkey
have
somewhere.
barrels of tar. We have rolls of white canvas secured with rope.
So
there
far,
are
that
some
looks more like a
hammocks.
KKK rally than a circus, but alright.
There's some chests near the hammocks. There's there's one that's about the kitchen. There's a pantry with like stuff for food. There's a dining cabin, which you caught a glimpse of. Yeah, just a bunch of random supplies.
Okay.
There's literally let's see. There are 20 rooms that I could explain to you
Oh, Jesus Christ.
if you'd like.
Well, we wandered.
I, Amanda, am going to tell you that none of these rooms, for manifest reasons, like characters in them might be different, but they don't really have much.
Okay.
There are animals somewhere.
Well, as you can see in roll 20, Graves rolled a filthy 20 investigation with Nim to try and find this
Cool.
nimblewright.
So while you could not hear us, we establish, I guess, Zythiar and Graves will investigate on all three ships, right? Like just to try to catch anything
Yep.
with Nim. So
Technically with Akano
Sounds
as well,
good.
but Akano is just there to provide vocal support for Nim.
Like most things, you're here to supervise.
Yeah, basically.
You're just the translator.
Yeah, you're the English to Spanish dictionary.
Yep.
So I can read this part to describe as you go outside to go from one ship to the other. They have like a little suspension rope bridge rigged up. You see the figurehead, which is a gilded wooden figure of a female elf with flowing hair, reaching forth with both hands. She is not painted, so it's just wood. But yeah, so that's what the outside looks like, and that's on this main ship, the Eye Catcher. Maybe that's why it's called the Eye Catcher. The other two ships do not have fancy figureheads. It's just like standard ship stuff. But as you go through the other ships, things like you do see the other nimblewrights. Nim confirms that none of them are the one that you're looking for. You do find the animal area. Lash, you did not go with them, or is it just them going ship to ship?
Did we split up?
I think
That's kind of what she's checking.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to no, Lash would go with them.
Yeah, I think we argued about sticking together so we don't get.
We're not going to Scooby Doo this.
Yeah,
So
let's
we
try
don't
not
get
to split
shanked
up.
in a corridor in these fucking carny ships.
Yeah.
So one of the ships, whichever you visit third. I don't remember if you wanted to switch the order
No.
or not, but sure, whichever one you visit third, we'll say it's the Heartbreaker. It definitely smells different. This is clearly the animal ship.
Oh.
It's not terrible, like it's not like, oh no, they don't clean. It's just like, oh, there are animals here. I can smell them. However, I don't know if this is better or worse, but they aren't in cages. Like, they're just kind of hanging out, and the crew is like playing with some of them, feeding some of them. Like, there is let's see, which one of these is
It's like a
this
free-range boat.
Right.
Yeah.
They basically got a floating habitat.
There's a death dog that's getting scrubbed down and is enjoying belly rubs.
Well, that's adorable.
And there is a
All
polar
right,
bear that's
don't
just
attack
kinda
them.
there is actually a polar bear. It says in the book.
Okay.
But it's just
many
sort
animals
of
did you find?
licking this block of
All
ice.
of them?
Yeah. They're not in cages.
That's
They're just
fastened to
roaming free on
one
the
of
ship.
one of the poles, and someone's giving it scritches.
Technically, death dogs are monstrosities.
Nerds.
Yeah.
Yes,
Honestly, I just looked it
whatever
up because I needed to see what it looked
inexplicable
like.
reason, these things that should definitely be attacking
pink
each other
dogs,
are just kind of hanging out.
All right. I'm gonna walk up to something that's not being directly interacted with. Can I do this? Shit. Hold on.
Sure, why not?
Thanks, Tony. Do I have like talk to creatures? No, I don't. I can't do that.
Oh, darn.
No?
Okay.
Well, as much as I'd love to see you do it to someone
There's
else.
a lot of room. This is
Pick two
definitely the
animals and ask
largest
them to
ship.
converse.
Okay.
But,
I'm fine. You will have no more shenanigan from Lash today.
It's like, well, I don't like it entirely, but it's not as bad as I was expecting.
Yeah.
They seem happy.
Do you need any more rolls from us, Amanda? Or
I'm perusing through to see if there's anything juicy.
I ping.
You aren't barred from any part of the ship. Like they let you go down into the hidden rooms and all of that stuff.
I ping divine
as
sense.
far as investigation rolls and stuff, no.
I ping divine sense for good, evil, celestial fiend, or undead. 60 feet.
Okay. I don't believe you find any of those things. Definitely no good, evil. I'm looking through in case there's like a hidden undead or something, but I don't think so.
All right.
Nothing. An ounce of good on the
Just
ship.
some humble carnies.
Humble carnies, huh?
Do they all smell of cabbage?
One of these things is right.
My cabbages!
So you said you said that there were nimblewrights who looked a little uneasy, right?
Not the nimblewrights,
just
the
the
crew
crew
members.
Oh, the crew members.
Because they thought we were coming on board to find
To
their
steal
drugs.
their drugs.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So that's why I
The
clarified. So
nimblewrights
long
are
as no
just
one.
the generic, like, basic servant constructs that do what they're told.
So Latrine would like to walk up to just a random nimblewright construct and try
boy.
to like talk at it and be like, what you know about the Bowman downtown? Know anything? Was it you?
You know anything? Like,
It stares blankly ahead and does not respond in any way to you.
Most
Blank. If you know anything.
It doesn't have eyelids, Latrine.
Latrine.
yeah.
Put a finger on your nose if you know anything.
It doesn't have fingers. It just has a thumb and a clamp. It's,
No, it doesn't. It doesn't have fingers.
It's just a forearm with a tray.
Fall over.
It has no appendages. I don't.
it's literally just a torso.
It's rather unnerving, actually, now that I think about it.
Right?
So it doesn't do anything. It just stands there.
Yeah.
How are we supposed to find the right one if they don't talk?
Nim can identify
Well,
the
none
right
of them talk, really.
I asked Nim, is there any way that we can, in telepathically, is there any way that we can suss this thing out a little bit easier? The detector only tells us that there's nimblewrights around, not which one we're looking for.
Nim shrugs sadly. I really do not know. Maybe the captain knows more about other ones in the city, or
I guess that's a
who
good
else
point.
has them?
And you're certain that none of the ones we've seen so far are the one we're looking for?
Yes.
Okay.
Although, I don't recognize any of these. These are not from the temple.
So we're barking up the wrong tree.
Let's go back and talk to the captain.
Okay. I'm getting the sense that we're in the wrong place, but
It
Probably.
very well could be based on our readings. Not that these folks seem not guilty in general, but probably not guilty of this.
not of what we need.
Yeah. Yeah, is the captain with us, or?
No, he kind of let you do your own thing,
Okay.
but you know where he's at. He's in the dining hall, and said to ask you to meet him there afterwards, and could eat together and have a chat.
Before we head in that direction, I turn to one of the crew members and I just point to one of the trunks and be like, "Open trunk, I want to see what's in it."
Oh, that's. I mean, I will, but it's not mine to open.
All right, open it.
Okay.
Wait, what chest is this?
just she said there were several chests about the room.
Well, that's because those are the sailors' footlockers.
Yep.
So she's just saying, open it.
Rude.
And he looks around, like clearly trying to find the person whose hammock that is, and doesn't see him, and is like, okay.
I'm doing this under duress.
I'm complying, but do not consent.
Opens the trunk. There are folded clothes. There's a silk pouch. There's some sort of an unidentifiable bottle of liquid. Not the to be clear, not the fireball type of liquid thing, but and there's how? Okay, sorry. I read that it was an eye patch with a label on it. It's a bottle of wine with a label in the shape of an eye patch and the name One-Eyed Jacks. I was like, why is this eye patch name? It's a bottle of wine with.
Aha!
Yeah.
Present.
Thank you.
All right, very well.
And some underwear.
Thanks.
Small clothes.
It's fine. Thank you very much for your assistance. I'll make note of it.
Mm-hmm.
Those are very small pants.
That's why they're called that.
I'm a very small person.
I don't know why this is confusing.
And then I join the rest of the group going to the.
Latrine is doing her best to pretend to be a cop.
I'm taking this.
She really thought about taking the one-eyed
the bottle.
bottle.
Liquor.
Yeah, I'm like, just trying to behave a little bit.
Look at you.
I don't know why.
Because y'all are still around.
I don't know why this ever stopped you before.
She's getting tired of listening to Breck.
Yeah.
Breck's all about rules and
Yeah.
doing the right thing. I don't want to do the right thing. The right thing's boring.
You know,
No, he's just naggy. And she's like, I don't feel like being nagged today.
Don't nag me to death.
Good reason.
I mean, I know we're the cops now, but there are also cops that are bigger than and badder than us, which can then put us in jail instead.
Latrine has no
That's
concept
true.
of this. I don't know what you're talking about.
And you know, that's why I was willing to let you two discover that on your own. But I was like, no, let's not split the party.
No, and look where we are now. We actually got something done. So I don't know what your problem is.
What have we got done?
We found a ship, and we were able to get access
You
to it.
didn't do that. We all managed to
we
find
were able
the
to
ship,
get access onto it without having to like fight or kill anyone.
which was exactly what
That's
we
true.
were going to do in the first place, but okay.
Yeah, but we just did it better before you.
Sure.
So as you make your way back to the dining
Make my way downtown.
Fuck you, I'm a single.
cabin, I almost call it a car, but that doesn't work. The dining cabin.
Carbon.
The captain is waiting there. There's a big spread with enough places for all of you, including Nim, even though there's not really like food at that place.
I mean, it's not like Graves can eat it.
Does he just does he just stare at it, or does he like mimic emotions of cutting things and then just like makes like a piles on his plate or something?
No,
What does he
great.
do?
No, it just stands there.
Yeah.
Just curious.
Oh, you're back. Welcome back. Did you find the criminal?
Not on this ship.
Oh, we found some criminals, all right.
Yes. We are a bit of a
Same
motley crew, some of us.
I'll get it.
Captain.
But quite above board, I assure you. Yes.
Captain.
Boo. Ship joke, no boo.
So
Funnel the ship.
Punch the hole, Graves.
I'm going out.
Right into the floor.
Right through the wall. I'm leaving, sir.
Gong, gong, gong.
As he takes a seat at the table, getting ready to eat some, getting ready to partake of the meal because he's polite like that.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm about to tuck in.
I was about to say, I like how it's out of politeness. Literally was just all like, free food, sure.
Yeah.
Yep, and it's like a spread.
You keep
Nice.
shoving.
Of course.
You keep shoving bread rolls into Lash's backpack.
He takes a goblet. He pours some wine. He says, "So we noticed as we were searching your ship that your nimblewrights, they're all from out of town. Did you bring them all with you?
A particular
Guild? Association?
Temple?
Source, heritage, destination.
I know what you're trying to say.
As soon as I said the wrong word, yeah.
I'm surprised you don't have a
Manufacturer.
photo catalog of each
Yeah.
one.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I
You should.
can't do it. I know what you're talking about. But I
Yeah.
can't.
Yep. I don't know.
And that's why you should have a photo catalog of each one.
Ah, yes. Keen eyes
right
down there. Well, these are all from Luskin, actually. A wizard there makes them. And you see Nim kind of like straighten even more so. Because that's where she's from.
Mm.
And confirms to Akano telepathically, like, yes, the same wizard, most likely, that made me.
But and to her telepathically, it's like, but the ones here made the one we're looking for, correct?
Wait. No, she made the.
Providence.
She's the one who worked on
You got
the
big.
one that escaped.
You got big.
Oh,
I saw-
she built the one that escaped.
I saw a journey. It
Yep.
was like Lord of
I
the
thought you just
Rings.
modified the one that escaped.
They're
No, she
particular
actually built the one that escaped.
Providence.
You went from Hobbit Town to
She tampered with
Mordor.
She tampered with it, yeah.
The
Yeah,
Eagles.
but I was saying
She
that.
was trying to
carried
make
me
it
back.
like
Her.
Yeah,
sentient.
but it was originally that one was originally crafted here in Waterdeep, not from this wizard, correct?
Yep.
Right.
Okay, all right. So he says, have you perhaps noticed any nimblewrights, any other works of that nature that have come onto the ship recently? Perhaps might be stowed as cargo, or might have been, defective of some sort. Anything like that?
No, these all came from. I mean, I've not seen any recently, but I acquired these quite a few years back. We
Providence?
often dock in Luskin. It's on our tour. Our town, our coastal tour, we call it. But yes, these are all. They've worked fine. They have served us well for several years.
Provenance.
There it is. Provenance. Not Providence. That's different.
Well, then perhaps what we're looking for isn't on your ships. We may have barked at the wrong tree. Well, free food at the very least. He raises his glass and takes a sip.
Yeah,
Yes,
thanks for the law.
I must admit, if you would indulge me, what happened exactly today? I've heard secondhand that there was an explosion.
Yes. Terrible, horrific explosion. Many people dead.
Oh,
Yep.
that's terrible.
That's why we're trying to figure it out. But can't work on an empty stomach. So thanks much.
Seems to be that there was a defective. Potentially there was a defective nimblewright of some sort that
We're tricking down.
might have gone off the rails,
I
as it
don't
were.
believe defective is the correct term. I think it was tampered with.
And Nim's just like,
Wow, how's she doing that without a mouth?
it's like weird, like high pitched. any weird internet.
Yes.
noises.
I'm also not sure why Lash is sharing that information with someone who makes her so uncomfortable.
Lash is open.
She just
He's,
says
he's
things when she
sitting
feels
so
them.
she can't see his
Yeah.
schlong at the moment.
Yeah. You can't see
Well-
the banana hammock is beneath the table at the moment.
Yes.
It's also feeding latrine, so.
I
Here comes the owl.
So please tell me that you're not baby burning
Doesn't
her.
even no
Oh,
one
oh,
like that does not
yeah.
even. If anything, it's just that like scene from Hook where they just get in and they're just like scarfing it every which way. And you're just like, where is she putting it all?
No, I know where she's putting it.
In my bag.
In your
I mean,
bag,
she's feeding it.
in her
Yes.
pockets,
In my hair.
hammer space.
Your
Yeah.
legs hollow?
Yes. How do you think she fuels all that rage?
Yep. But yes, we are still investigating. I'm afraid that everything else at this point is classified
I should have bought this one for
pending the
John.
investigation. I'm sure you understand.
I don't see any hockey sticks on there.
I had
The
it muted because
gentle
I
homage
was
to the
washing my
Canadian
hands.
flag wasn't enough.
Because I'm
It's not
always
an homage.
passive.
It's just the Canadian.
Hey, you got
Just
cheese in
Maple
there.
Leafs,
You can
too.
hunker down in there for a long
Um,
while. So
Let's see here.
Yes, of course, I completely understand. Since you mentioned, I do know a few other people who I have seen about town with these contraptions. But I do have perhaps a more sensitive question for you, and he looks up and does a gesture at anyone else who happens to be in the room,
That's the one I got your
and
picture.
they, not just the nimblewrights, but the actual crew members, nod and start to take their leave from the room,
Well,
and they shut the doors.
I don't have
Mhm.
detect poison, so we're
I
all
do.
dead. Well, you should have cast it when we started.
We're not
eating.
all dead.
I don't
Graves is
have-
still alive and him.
yeah,
Lash
I'm
hasn't eaten
resistant to
anything.
poison, so I will have detect impending prepositions. So I don't know what we're walking into either.
Okay, Lash cast detect poison.
Of course.
You detect no poison,
There you go.
other than maybe whatever's in his banana hammock.
That does look like it would.
This whole
That
this
does
whole
look like it would spew
there's
poison.
there's a dish that latrine is digging into, oh, this is delicious, just detects all as poison. It's not that it's poisoned, it's just the food itself.
Yeah.
Lash, you see that she's grabbed a bottle that has a skull and crossbones on it.
No, see, you don't understand. It's poison LaRue. You put in 14 different types of poisons, they all cancel each other out.
That's right.
It's delicious. It tastes like strawberries.
Mm.
Why don't you just use strawberries then?
Sounds fun.
What type of booze is that? Cha-cha-cha. What? Cha-cha-cha. See on the bottle. XXX. Cha-cha-cha.
I believe it's pronounced shush.
Well, it was either that or cock-a-cock.
You know,
You're a cock-a-cock.
You know what I watched today? The music video for What Does the Fox Say?
Oh
It
yeah.
popped up on my feed on my YouTube for
Even
some
Glenn
strange
has
reason.
banned me from making references to this song.
You stepped into a
Wow.
fucking time portal.
Yeah, I don't know. It just came across, and I was like, you know what? It's been a minute. And then I went, yep.
There was
This is
there was
what
a moment,
this is.
and I wish I remembered the setup because he walked right into it,
Oh,
and we were he would scroll past a Facebook video that was showing someone playing with a fox and how they do that weird cringy submissive thing,
yeah.
and he was like, foxes weird me out, they make weird noises, and I don't know, and I was like, oh yeah, ding 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 ding. No,
So good.
You're among your kindred.
it's usually flipped, so that was nice.
Yeah. No, I watched the whole video today.
Got him.
I felt the need to just really watch it.
Wow.
So good.
I haven't memorized. It's not great. It's closed.
It's not great.
Asked them to close the door. You don't hear any locks click. The doors are just closed.
He's just trying for privacy, not trapping us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Lash puts her hand on her sword.
Yeah, Latrine like actually pauses in eating and is like, "What's going on?"
I pull out my extendable pole.
I get ready to stand up the moment the lights start to dim.
I kind of was like the only one sitting over here. He's like, he's got a glass of wine. It's like, what is everybody getting all stressed out about?
Oh, no. The other hand has like a chicken wing.
Yeah.
Let's not get stupid. We don't drop the food.
I'm actually not visibly stressed.
Connor just knows that if he has to, he'll just throw
on
this
low
guy out of the
stakes.
window with his mind powers.
Nobody's sure.
In my
It's-
mind palace. He's
it's
already
just
flying out the
true.
window.
It's
Right?
If there was an intellect devourer appeared, I'd be freaking super upset.
For
But
for
it was-
Lash and her like over animalistic mind, her exits have been barred.
Oh yeah, no, that's fair.
So just like I will
There's
make an
some
exit if I
windows.
need to. Like she's just having animal instincts of you've locked
Yeah.
me in here.
Yeah.
I will fight my way out. So yeah.
So, he leans in conspiratorially. It's like, I may have jumped a bit too many conclusions and connected too many dots here, but this wouldn't happen to be pertaining to the Stone of Goldwall, would it?
She draws her rapier.
Wait, what?
Really,
Well,
Lash?
Yeah.
No, even I'm like, really, Lash?
And she looks at you with those almost white silver irises and goes, I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean,
I
I stand up.
Yeah, I was about to say, Latrine saw her like pull out her weapon, and so she's all like, "Oh, I guess we're doing this now." So she pulls out her crossbow and just cocks it at him. Like,
I'm still chewing on the chicken wing. I'm like,
I
This
pull my
escalated
sword out.
quickly.
The weapons have happened.
I actually put the rod back. I'm like, okay, sure, why not? I guess
No,
we're doing
no,
this.
no. I think we can all calm down a second. Lash.
No, let her. Let's see what happens.
No, we're not doing that this
Why
time.
not?
Because she pulled a sword on a guy.
I didn't,
Yeah,
I
for
didn't
no
pull
reason.
it at him. I just pulled it out.
no, Latrine's got it aimed at her
Yeah,
crossbow.
Okay, you can definitely stop doing that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just-
I sheathe it against
you
my
know,
hands right there.
Rex, Mr. No
that's
Fun,
nice.
listens to all the rules. Not us, so
On the
sure.
top. Above
Uh,
the
Latrine looks at Prick.
To
Where's your
discover
knife?
Other than like a small.
As soon as I have a
amused
reason
smile
to
about
use it.
the discrepancy between I am armed now. I don't know what you're talking about.
No.
Kinda,
Okay.
like, gives a little bit of a chuckle. It's like, I assure you, there's no need for hackles to be raised.
Now, out of character, we have no reason to believe that the nimblewright has anything to do with the Stone of Golor. But you are literally carrying a pouch that had it in it from someone who died in the attack. So depending on how you
Yes.
want to play that, I'm just putting that out for the
Yeah.
players. Breck,
Mm-hmm.
you go ahead and have this free insight. Breck would be like, no, the nimblewright we're after, as far as we know, had nothing to do with that.
You're right.
Probably did, but
Yeah.
but that's a
Yeah,
pretty high
one
bluff
of the
check.
people who died definitely had it, and the pouch that had it is
Yeah.
empty.
Yeah.
It has been confirmed.
And Graves,
Nimblewright
But
fled the scene.
But
Graves
purposefully said, yeah, every other detail, it's kind of sealed. Like, we can't discuss any of it, right? Like, it's an ongoing investigation.
If we told you, we might have to kill you.
Latrine's just waiting for someone to like say something. Like, go ahead. She's just still got it pointed.
You're still doing the bitch be cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Graves is still seated, like,
Yeah,
yeah.
arms folded.
I
Isn't
lean,
here like-
I lean forward and grab a crab cake. I'm like,
In between all this, like, Graves will
my
just
itchy
say,
finger goes off and it stabs your crab cake.
Graves will just say
I
to the
pick up the
You
bolt
just slide
Yeah.
with the crab cake
Yeah.
on it, and now it's a kebab.
nice.
No, it's a.
Sorry about that, Breck. It's your finger and all.
In a very low, very
Sure hope that wasn't
unlashed
a threat.
voice, or well, I mean, it's a lash voice. It's not a lash voice actually. She says, "What do you know of this stone?"
Because you look like you could use a bath.
Oh. Well, I certainly don't have it, if that's what all of this is about.
We don't think you
I'm
have
hoping that
it. Or we would have been
similar
much more
goal
mean.
in mind, and that we could help each other out. But the stone,
Her
yes,
brows
the
furrow.
stone is very dangerous. That's what I know about it. I know it holds information, and I know it preys on those who have had the misfortune to hold it.
Misfortune to those who hold it.
In what way?
Nice.
Looks. He looks like he's considering how much to divulge and sort of drumming his fingers. High or low?
Low.
So, anyone pick.
Breck.
Does anyone contest the low?
No, low.
Breck looks like he's ready to say something. Does anyone flash him a look?
No.
I mean, Lash is literally just trained on this fucker right
Okay,
now.
I'm like, just for hypotheticals, should our company come across any said funds that might be connected to the Stone of Golwar, due to our extensive connections in the city, we would be beholden to return that money to the city as it belongs to the citizenry. So, with that in mind, I don't know how much information you care to divulge.
When you say that, he visibly relaxes. He says, yes. Well, it seems we do have a similar goal in mind.
Really?
And everybody roll me a perception at this point.
Perception or insight?
Either one, whatever you think you'll get higher on.
That's a 12 for Lash.
Mine's either, so let's go.
Yeah.
23.
18.
Oh, this guy is wearing a disguise.
Wow, I don't give a shit. Neither does neither does the
Inside is
Gano.
also low.
Is it like a full disguise kit?
Whoa.
Like he's 100% just.
Oh, he's motherfucker. I ping.
Yeah, I know who
I
he
ping
is.
Divine Sense.
You still don't sense any evil.
Doesn't matter. I leap across the table.
Amanda, have I helped this person out of a bad situation before?
Yeah, but
Yep.
you got a 12.
I know.
I got an 18.
Does
I
anyone,
look at Akano and I'm like,
is anyone
I have
stopping
no
Breck
idea
from
what's
leaping
happening
across the
anymore.
table?
Yeah, I'm not fast enough.
No.
I go to like reach out, but
Amanda says that because my
No,
12,
stop.
I don't know who it is, so
But-
I do not stop you.
Well, I don't know who it is for sure either, but
Well,
this is still a deceit.
Yeah, you
And
just
I'm
go
not
and
fucking-
that this is somebody who is disguised in
Graves
so
doesn't.
very well.
Yeah, I was about to say.
John has an inkling, but Graves,
Yeah,
Uh,
I
has
also
no idea.
like
Lisa,
me.
Lisa straight up knows. But,
So since Latrine caught that it was a disguise,
Mhm.
she's gonna just be like, "You wanker! Who the fuck are you?"
Which is what she screeches as I jump across the table to pounce on him.
Yeah, I do not stop Rick.
I
If
don't
I
even
had
just, like,
recognized him, I would have stopped Rick. but
Holding him
I
by the
don't.
collars and being like, "Who are you?" Or are you actually like tackling him? Like,
I'm like
what's your?
I'm like about to I'm at the edge of the table about to knock him back in the chair, hands on collar, and I'm like, knave, do not deceive us. Show us your true form, deceitful being.
I just look at Rick and like, rip
That
his
was Slim
rip his
Jim.
fake nose off and his fake mustache. Go ahead, just give it a tug.
I'm just waiting for some tentacles, and if there are any,
yeah, I kind of was lost at this point. He's just like, oh,
Graves,
shit's
Graves
happening.
has
Wow.
stood up, but is waiting to see how this plays
Have a
out.
picture ready for you.
Yay, picture time.
And as an action, I would like to say, let not your vile blaving be sown into the minds of my companions, such as Akano Zythiar or Latrine. And you now have the blessing of...
Nice. Okay.
let's see here.
He's working his bard shit on you.
Watcher's Will. As an action, you choose up to 3 creatures, whom I've named. You can see within 30 feet of you for 1 minute. You and chosen creatures, you have advantage on int, wisdom, and charisma saves.
Oh shit! Nice. Okay.
That's sweet.
Flex.
Yeah.
So if he could slow clap, he would. You're holding his collar, so that would be kind of weird.
Does he chuckle like a weird fuck?
Yeah, he does.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't do the evil laugh.
No, but he's like, not evil, but
Yeah.
Who the fuck is this guy?
He doesn't do the stereotypical laugh. He just smiles resignedly and says, "Well done. I assure you, I did not uphold this deceit to trick you. It is for the safety of myself and my crew." And his disguise wavers as it's like magic-y disguise, not just like fake mustache.
Yeah.
Fucking knew it. I knew I should have cast detect magic, motherfucker.
Yeah.
And
goes.
you see a
Theory
very
confirmed.
dashing drow, and Lash, you definitely recognize him now.
yep.
Is this the one who tried to get you before?
Yes.
Lash puts away her rapier and moves to pull Breck away.
You barely get there.
Yeah, I know.
And I just let him. I let go, and I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
let us proceed with this discussion.
What? Are we supposed to be angry at this man?
Lash actually steps between the two of you.
I don't know. How do you feel about someone lying to you?
Depends on why, I suppose.
It is only a lie for the safety of.
I lie to everyone. It's nothing personal.
It is only a lie for the safety of my people and his gender.
I'm alright as long as you don't have any brain worms.
None of those.
I like how none of us had brought that up at all, and so now we're just like, what the fuck?
But try not to think about brainworms.
Try not to think about- now that you've thought about brainworms,
Oh,
the
no,
only
it's
thing
all
will
I think
tell
about.
brainworms will attack you.
That is exactly what someone with the
If
brain
you
worm
say
would
it.
say. Word for word.
So, my next guess is that you also have nothing but benevolent plans for the Stone of Golor or any spoils one might obtain from them.
But of course, I intend to return it to Lyrael Silverhand, the Open Lord. I have been in search of it in order to restore it to her and to the city, without keeping a cut for myself.
Well,
In Drow, Lash is going to turn to him and say, "What do you know of this stone?"
He also just
And
said
there's-
he
yes,
lies to
yes,
everyone,
I
so...
was
Yeah. But this is
interrupted.
in Drow and it's not her monotone. This is
Yep.
something else.
This is her.
I go back to my crab cake.
But he does answer in English or common,
Common.
That's fine. Ben.
so everyone can hear it. It's like, yes, the stone. Have any of you heard of an aboleth?
Yes.
Yep.
Lash's hand goes up around his throat.
What's the aboleth again?
They're giant.
Jarlaxle?
sea-
Yeah.
Do I?
Big, scary, angry monsters.
They're,
Okay.
they're
I would know
big
what an
giant
aboleth
water
is.
beasts that are sort of
They're kind of like illithid, but in
they're
the
kind of
sea.
illithid.
They're like
but
Okay.
aberrations.
they're big, bad, and gross. Like we don't want to mess with that.
Time kind
Okay.
of creatures
Yeah,
who are trying
Leviathan
to slowly
sort of
take
situation.
over the world.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just like them.
I
Create
bet.
mucus that lets you breathe
Yeah.
underwater.
It's pretty
They,
cool.
they're real bad.
Yeah, through gritted, sharp teeth, still in Drow, do not speak of that creature to them.
I feel they should know what they're up against.
Lash, please, he's being friendly.
No, now I want him to talk. How big is this aboleth?
I will have to say, sir, you have an uncanny ability to trigger sympathy and ire in equal measures from the same people in the room.
Let us talk to him for a minute, and then when we're done, if you need to murder him, you can murder him. But
It's
I-
a talent of mine.
I have spared his life before, which is why I was cast out. Let's go of his throat.
Huh.
Oh,
oh,
it's
He
his
looks
fault.
pretty surprised about that.
All right. I see
I'm
what's
sorry,
going on
what?
here. And Latrine walks up to him and like kicks him in the shins really hard.
You're the reason why my friend's fucking crazy.
I look,
Yeah,
I look
probably
at
deserve
Graves,
that. I'm not sure what I did or who you are, but
and I shake my head, and then I
you
look at
saved my
Zai,
life.
and I shake
Thank
my
you.
head, and then I look at Akano.
Lash mutters her true name,
telepathic connection.
which is
What?
What's happening?
Do you think they were a thing?
I
it's
doubt it.
Ginria Osret.
No.
What?
Oh.
She mutters her true name.
Oh.
And glares.
How are you feeling now? Should I be worried?
You're lucky I don't stab you in the balls right now.
This seems to be a personal thing.
I never. It's true. I never saw your face, but you, for the sake of exposition,
Yeah.
you were the assassin sent for me, weren't you?
Yes, and I spared you twice. And this is how you repay us.
I think they were.
By giving you the information you need.
We are not to speak of
Yes.
that creature.
Well, from what little I know of it, men are like below pets.
I just looked at him. I was like, "All
And
right, so
so
what
to
you know
spare
about
a man
some
twice?
nimblewrights? Because it's really what we want to know. What you know about
That's a-
nimblewrights not
that's a
doing what
real
they're
good
supposed
boy.
to do and being like off."
Okay, well, the thing that must not be named is bad news. I wasn't aware of the ban on speaking of it. It's not great.
I wasn't aware of the ban either.
Well, now we all
I
know. So shut the fuck
apologize.
up.
I will not invoke its name.
Why are we not allowed to speak about
Out
it?
of respect for you, but that's what lives in the Stone of Golor.
Wait,
It
It
lives in the stone.
Boundless knowledge.
Lash throws up her arms and just walks away like, ah!
Okay, but
Lives in
I didn't
Wait.
say its name.
okay. I just sit there with my hand up the whole time.
Well, then that means
Like,
we need to destroy it.
Yes! Thank you, Zythiar. The stone must be
Couldn't agree more.
destroyed.
We are in agreement.
I couldn't agree more. However, it does know the location of the Horde of Dragons.
That is not.
So maybe just
Relevant.
hold it for a second and then destroy it.
it's slightly relevant.
More advisable.
I would say that is how the aboleth gets to you.
I'm still curious why we can't talk about it.
Well, I think we're talking about it now.
I mean,
Because
I
the
thought so.
more people who understand what the creature is inside the stone, it will no longer be about the lost dragons. It will be about releasing this creature.
It's funny how articulate she gets all of a sudden.
But I don't
Ex-boyfriend.
know what it is.
Yes,
I say
something like
destroy it.
You say that out loud?
He's been muttering at
No,
this
we-
whole
we-
time.
we
We're talking about
I know,
it.
I know,
We're
We've had
recording.
we've had psychic connection this entire time.
Yeah.
So we can have our aside.
Again,
while
do you say that out loud?
No.
I missed what he said.
Ex-boyfriend.
Maybe not out loud. Oh.
I think I don't know. Because it was psychic,
Yeah.
mostly to keep this conversation going on.
Yeah.
But no, if the rest was inside voice, that would have been inside voice because
Okay.
I don't see any reason to share it with Zai or Graves because
Lash,
Meh.
I don't know anything about this creature. What I do know is that Waterdeep needs to be protected.
Yes, and the least amount of people who know of this creature, the better protected it can be.
Okay. Well, we need to know about what's going on here. Otherwise, we can't destroy the stone.
She kind of has the face of, I'm here to destroy the stone. You don't need to.
And he looks at you and says, "We're the protectors of Waterdeep, so help us help you destroy this stone."
She does.
Help me.
I was like, if what's his bucket does that shit, she's gonna snarl at him.
He's not gonna do a Dr. Cox.
Yeah. We are your friends, Lash, and we're here to assist you in most anything that you need. And if it so happens that it's a requirement for us to help you destroy this particular artifact, and it will be worth more to the city of Waterdeep than however much money is in the hoard, then that is more important.
Also, if Zythe and I aren't helping you break it with our hands on it together, we're gonna race you to it. So I think we just need to make it easier on all of ourselves.
I think we made it clear before that none of us are in this for money. So I
wouldn't think everyone did, but
Brecken's like, whoa!
Hey, if I can get paid, I'm gonna get paid.
I have no interest in it.
Well, that's not the most important thing.
I was trained to kill abominations, and this one has to die.
It is becoming exceedingly clear that outside of this group, there are not many people we can trust. Even those we report to have their own limitations that would prevent them from being able to rescue us if it came to it. So we have Miss Lash. If we can help you carry this burden, I dare say we will. I have no friends outside of this table.
Latrine just looks at Lash and was like, "You say the word love, we'll get the fuck out of here. We'll just do it ourselves." So I'll just stab him on the way out.
No.
I feel this is a win-win either way.
I have other things to hunt.
Yeah, right. Lash looks like she's having a terrible headache at the moment. And then her vision is slacking again, like, her normal face. And she just reaches down and picks up Latrine and, holds her.
What is it?
Security blanket.
Emotional support animal. It's like she's just petting her, and Latrine's like...
Yeah, growling at the guy.
Yeah.
Geralax was sitting there with his hand halfway raised.
Holy shit!
I mean, at least half the party dislikes this guy, so now I think I dislike this guy.
Lash didn't dislike him until that moment.
Geralax will please.
He's not wearing the schlong anymore.
Yeah, he doesn't have a schlong at all.
He has more of a schlort.
That's the opposite.
So it's an innie?
He changed.
A schlort
he changed
is
clothes, so he got plus affection, but then he turned into his real self, so he got minus affection by a bunch.
Yeah.
A schlort is it's January 23, and you go to pick up your mail, and you don't pick up your coat because you're lazy.
Just all recedes.
Yep.
Jarlaxle, despite the outbursts of our companions and your acquaintance, tell us what you know so that we can handle the situation.
Am I... He looks at Lash genuinely terrified.
No, he's like,
wow.
am I stepping into a trap there?
Lash has regressed back to, I don't know what's happening.
Okay. I'm not going to say the thing, but just when I'm talking about the thing, is that okay? Okay, no response. All right, so it has has a will of its own. And he like looks at her really quick, like, okay, no reaction. It wants to be passed from hand to hand.
It's getting exactly what it wants right now.
Yeah.
It wants as many people as possible to touch it. Because it takes all of their knowledge. I mean, it doesn't take it from them. It learns what they know. It has another perspective, another touch point of the entire world, the more hands it goes to. The theory is that it is plotting to first gain as much knowledge as possible, and then step 2, try to take over the world.
I hate it.
Step 3
So
profit.
I don't necessarily know if it wants to be released yet,
I hate it.
but that's why it seems to keep changing hands. People are compelled to either get forgetful, get careless, and as it is used to store, it can relay information as well as, retain information. So it is literally the only sentient being on this planet currently that knows the location of this dragon horde.
So, if this creature, if the stone is destroyed, does that destroy the intelligence inside, or does that release the creature?
That would need some research. I would assume, hopefully, destroy.
We should research.
I don't know if this is a climb mountain, throw in a volcano sort of situation.
Yeah, the original.
We need to perhaps do some more research on that.
The original creature is a large, gargantuan thing, about the size of a ship, typically. So I doubt it would appear suddenly if the stone was broken. But the consciousness, being transferred to something would be bad.
Amanda, with all of my knowledge on this creature and this stone, would I know something about how to destroy it properly?
Yeah, probably. Amanda has to go look up to see what that would be.
Okay.
What that method is, but other version of Lash probably would have a good idea of, like, maybe a dragon has to breathe on it, or some specific way you can't just crack it open.
Many things that a disintegrate spell can't destroy.
We can have Zell eat it.
I was
No,
gonna be like,
take him over.
In Lash's monotone, she says, "I know how to destroy it properly."
There you go.
Well, we just have to find it.
All the more reason why we have to track our errant nimblewright.
We must all train our minds. We must
There
not be
could
taken
be.
over.
I'm betting with your connections, there must be a way to safely handle it and get information we want out of it and not have it suck up all of our brains.
Please don't
knowledge.
bet with any of us. And 2, what's this week?
Oh, I thought we were having a rapport here.
You want me to wake her back up?
I'm pretty sure we're not.
I'm not trying to be rude. We were having a rapport. I'm just not certain you were part of it.
I mean, you do realize we're going to report this directly to the Blackstaff.
Lash is now crouched down, holding latrine, and like all the terrible shit is coming back.
Yeah. So.
Okay, by this, what do you mean this?
Well, if we
You're
happen to
reporting
leave,
this.
if we happen to leave,
part about the stone, or the part about
If we might
my very at risk.
I mean,
we could be convinced to not speak of your crew or your
certain intel sources.
But this information about the stone will get relayed to the Blackstaff immediately.
As Akado says this, Graves pulls the page of his report and sets it like in a different pile, and then looks back,
Is he just sitting there writing reports?
just waiting.
I think
It's in the sink.
Graves records everything.
she knows where fucking knives are. She lives here.
Oh, sorry.
But
You
yeah,
could use a fork. It's very
Sorta-
moist.
I sort of look back at Jarlaxle like in a, you decide in which pile this page goes.
I find this is somewhat rude. I'm offering all of this information and not. What am I getting out of? I don't know. Well,
You're getting not killed is what you're getting.
If you wish, we could report to the Force Grey that you assisted us in this measure
Explicitly.
and that your information was vital
Explicitly.
to the discovery of this threat to the city.
all right.
I mean, it's not going to change. Your decision is not going to change our need to report this. But
Yes, I'm failing to see. I feel that was a veiled threat of, we might also expose you unless you do this. What is the thing you are wanting me to do exactly, or not do?
You've been doing it. You've been helping us, so that's great. We appreciate that.
you've given us the information we need, and we have no more quarrel with you. Well, I don't know about her, but we have no more quarrel with
Also,
you.
who said anything about it being veiled? I thought they would be very blunt about this.
When she's right, she's right.
Lash pops in again, or not pops in again, but of course she's still crouched on the ground, looking like terror is happening. I will not allow any harm to come to my people. Not now, not ever.
Is it towards us or to him?
Yeah, us.
Yes.
It's us.
The drow.
Yeah.
No, she meant she was threatening us. I meant she was threatening us because she's going to protect this boat of liars at any cost.
Well, I don't know if they're all drow.
No, I know. Yeah.
He's
Yes.
No, it's fine.
but
So,
But
meanwhile,
consider not gaining monetary value for this information a payback for the gift I have given you.
which is your life, you twat.
That was much more monotone. Like Lisa couldn't do it.
Also, like, while she's crouched down low holding Latrine is making like these like owl soft hooting noises at her.
sun's getting
Yeah.
sun's getting real low there, buddy. Sun's getting real low.
I grab another crab cake or two and put them in a pouch and get up, and I'm like, you don't know what nimblewright was part of the attack, do you, Jarlaxle?
You see, that's where I have one more bit of information for you, but I was trying to come at this with a mutual beneficial proposal.
Well, I think everyone here is
seem to have something the other wants.
no, because we're just gonna keep doing our thing and bumbling about like we do, which seems to be effective because we just got information out of you without giving you anything.
Mr. Baron, I hope you are not being offended by this tone. You did start this conversation by admitting you lied to everyone, including us.
Thank you, Grace.
That's
Because
Just
frankly,
about my appearance.
I'm tired of being threatened by my host and my party members. So I'm gonna go outside unless there's something else important that I might need to know.
Well, I have a hunch. I don't have proof. I don't know that this was for sure the nimblewright in question. But the way I see it, we're both sharing multiple goals. Getting rid of the stone, returning the money to the city. I happen to personally know Lady Growlhund has recently come into possession of a very curious nimblewright that seems to be quite ruthless in doing her bidding for her.
Who is Lady Growlhund? Do I know who that is?
You would recognize that name as one of the more higher up noble houses, like very almost powerful, like not on the level of like open lord status, but pretty big deal. Lord and Lady Growlhund.
That bitch.
I look over at Akana. I'm like, sounds like one of your people, honestly.
Do we kill her?
Her fortress is quite impenetrable, but not for me. And he winks.
Spring social last
It's
year
also
sucked.
it's also bedecked in the worst color pattern that there is in the city. Yellow and teal, but not in a good way. Like, the yellow is sort of off kilter. Oh, good.
I'm gonna have to go into color theory. Let me explain to you how it
Not in
doesn't
a
work.
good way.
Yellow makes you want to leave.
But the blue's supposed to be calming, but it's not working.
Yeah, the
So
teal's
I'm
just
just
a
anxious the
faded.
whole time.
It's kind of this brownish yellow and this off like seafoam
Their
green.
shield
It's
is
just
a butt for some reason.
Yeah, it's weird. It's all embossed and shit.
I don't know how she's managed to acquire such power, such awful taste.
But you would also know, and I would say that since it's such an eyesore, especially with the colors, as anyone who's been about town thinks about it, they're like, oh yeah, Growlhund Villa, Growlhund Manor, whatever they want to call it. It's this ridiculously huge mansion with 15-foot walls and guards, and like there's a lot going on. They have some corrupt cops working with them,
Oh, you just
Giving
got
them-
grave for that one.
Yeah,
giving them like
I'm gonna bust
not
them all.
necessarily like there's
I'm
been
gonna need a
nothing
bigger
super illegal
Yeah.
that has been provable, but it's like they definitely give them special treatment.
It's one of those. It nobody can prove anything, but you know.
Yeah. And so as he sees the like looks of recognition on your face, he nods and is like, I know, and she is not. I have at great personal sacrifice been able to woo her these last few months. Specifically because I believe her to be involved with the Xanathar Guild. And
That's-
Zentarm, really. I think she's just got her hands in all of the black market pies.
Those
And
are a couple hardy
I've
accusations.
been
There.
trying to, and you know that she's married, so it's like, a secret love affair angle. I've been wooing her as Captain Zord, and I have been invited into her fortress in more ways than one.
Ugh.
It
Ugh.
has not been worth it.
I'm
But-
glad that Lash is gone.
Wait, we left.
No, I'm like, but she's
She's back
mentally
again.
gone.
Okay.
Like,
Just checked out.
yeah.
So what I'm saying is, I would be able to get you in to the not the gross fortress, but the actual fortress.
Yeah,
Not the fortress inside of her pants, which is also weirdly yellow and teal.
I didn't want to be in there in the
Lightning
first
bolts. It's
place.
weird.
Well, you know, I am
like it.
quite
She
small.
bleached it.
Fit into small space. You can like sneak me in things.
Nope. Nope.
That's your own fault,
Yep.
Karen.
No, thank
So
you.
I'm happy to go our separate ways, and both still try independently to reach this goal. I will not stand in your way, and vice versa. I would hope, but I'm offering my assistance and my considerable network of spies and bodyguards to assist in the reclamation of these stolen assets and the destruction of the stone.
I would think the
Without
fewer
taking anything for myself.
involved, the better.
I mean, hasn't he technically already recruited Lash into his
Yeah,
collection of spies?
Yeah.
you've been doing shit for him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Mr.
Anything
Baron, I hope. Don't take the resistance the wrong way. I personally want to believe in your good intentions, and as far as I am concerned, you seem genuine. As it stands, the people I trust are of two minds about getting you involved. But rest assured, if your intentions are true and you are really working in the way you are hoping to be, regardless of my opinion, we will be aligned.
He nods and is kind of squinting, trying to be like, is that a yes? I appreciate your words.
I personally
I'm
am
not sure if we've had an agreement or not.
I'm personally in favor of you assisting us in getting into the manor. I know that her manor is tough to get into.
I don't know about all that. Certainly sounds quite easy if you ask me. I've got disguises, you know.
No.
Saying now.
But are they as good as this? And he becomes his banana hammock man again.
You
I don't
really
understand
should-
how you would how you can't do smell with that ability. Why do you smell different now?
I look at him
You
and I was
really
like,
should give us warning before you do that.
yeah, I could do much better than that, actually. Oh, we're close.
Oh, we're close.
I'm not good at disguises, but I could be somebody's bodyguard. It usually works.
In any case,
Well, I am an excellent. I have a very well. Actually, he swaps back to his not offensive smelling
No.
and looking persona, and doffs his hat and shows you all nothing in my hat. See, nothing in my hat. This is actually my hat of disguise. It is very, very good. I'm telling you this in confidence because I trust you.
Oh, no!
Oh, Jared dropped all his shit.
well, not all of them, but
All of it.
Like that.
Watch out for the D4.
Yeah.
I got the other caltrop. That D8 is also.
Don't eat those.
Oh, yeah.
We'll
Funny
get
how
them all.
don't eat them.
Come here. There's one over by Tony's chair.
yeah.
Stinky Doge. Stinky Doge. Alright, I think that's all of them.
Anyhow, there would be no need for you to be disguised unless
D4
you wish.
somewhere.
I would
Thank you for his
really
actions.
be welcomed inside and happy to leave some passageways open to the rest of you.
Well, I'm turning it back at them. I'm trying to flashlight.
I'm not the decision maker here, but
I think that would
How
work.
many more are you missing?
I think I dropped the D4 still, which is the dangerous one.
Yep. Alright, let me get here.
we're still trying to figure out what
Alright.
these
Sorry.
dice went.
There's a dangerously sharp D4 on the loose on the floor.
Let me make sure it didn't.
We're gonna.
Oh no, never mind. Disregard.
You
It's
got
in
it? You got it?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Yay!
Okay.
We were.
Everything is fine.
We're all in danger of getting caltropped.
Now that Lash has significantly had her breather, she stands up, still holding latrine in the crook of her arm kind of deal. Latrine is sitting on the crook of her arm
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Like a ventriloquist dummy.
Kind of.
No,
That's what I was
like a person holding their child.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, also
Don't
like
you talk to me or my child ever
Yeah,
again.
basically, like like when you one shoulder a baby.
Yeah, just
I've never one
Just-
shouldered a
just-
baby before.
And
Just sitting there.
latrine just... Yeah.
Anyway, she'll stand up and say, "It is hard for me to control those memories. I am better now. I do wish to continue
He slowly
working."
puts his hat back on, like, just a moment.
The time I spent before the Druid Master found me was difficult. I do wish to continue to work with you, but I cannot sanction your help if you are only here for monetary gain.
I'm pretty sure I made that clear that I'm giving it back to the city.
I do not care for the stolen dragons, only for the destruction of the monster.
Okay, yeah, right. Well, why not both? And he looks at, like, people who look more inclined to get possibly rewarded for doing such good deeds.
Let's the easiest thing to do at this point is we will work on this perhaps on our own for the time being, with us, all of us, including yourself, and when we have something more solid, we can present it to the proper levels of authority, and then perhaps with that kind of with that level of authority over us, once they see what good we've done for the city, there will be some sort of benefit handed out.
I don't really care about a benefit either. But
Well, this guy has information and the ability to get us into dumb lady's fortress.
Dome Lady's Fortress.
So,
Well, personally, I have no issues with you helping us. I do think that you've done our companion here wrong in some terrible way, and I don't like it. So
He technically hasn't done anything wrong to her. She did everything herself.
yeah, but
He just-
that's all I'm
yeah.
seeing is like
Yeah.
she looked traumatized for a bit there, and that's
There's a
really
lot
not
of trauma.
okay.
There's a lot of fucking trauma.
So like,
He happened to be an unwitting catalyst.
we will put aside personal differences for the time. We should put aside personal differences for
well,
the
as
time.
long as you don't continue to do any personal harm to anybody in my out of my companions, then we should be
Dan's
fine.
player.
Oh.
Otherwise, can't guarantee that it'll be pleasant for you.
Is Deanna doing it wrong?
It's just
Understandably
how it
so.
happens.
Well then,
She just has things to say.
In that case, I think we should take our leave. When will we meet up with you so that we can infiltrate the fortress?
What are the names of the people?
uh,
What's Terry
the
Crews?
Growl Huns, I'll write it in the...
No. The Terry Crews and what's his name?
Oh,
Felric and the other guy.
Karabig.
Krebig and Felix have a very easy way of contacting me through David.
Yeah, I heard about that. I think it might be in spite of David, but yes.
David is a very good ally.
Who is David again?
He's
The
the
owl.
owl.
Oh, okay.
The actual owl.
Oh, okay.
The real owl.
I gotcha.
He spits pellets
It just
everywhere.
keeps vomiting communication.
Yeah, they just, I don't know. We don't know why that happened.
Here's a
but that's
message.
what's happening.
These are my slippers. These are not my slippers.
You just put your bare fucking feet on my bare fucking feet.
Yeah, no, they're
Fucking weirdo. Holy
I
shit.
want my slipper.
Where are your slippers?
I know your feet have things on it. Think of how I feel.
Shit, her cold ass, dead ass.
You're welcome, internet.
This is HR pictures for them. She does not normally look that good.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Wait,
That's
what?
like glamour shots with some
Okay.
like
Wow.
magical touch up going on there.
I mean, if you got money,
Lots of tape.
Yeah.
Can you tell what a total cuck that guy is?
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
so
I just-
much.
I
Yeah.
just look at a con. I was like, you know, I'm taking stuff when we get there, right?
I don't. Please take everything. You don't understand. I don't give a shit about that lady's house. It's all going to be trash. Like it's all going to be gaudy and over. It's awful. Steal it all and throw it away.
What did I miss? What did she
Throw that
fucking
away.
do?
She was licking her hand.
Oh, ew. Gross.
I will punch you.
Yeah.
I think.
Did you hit her put your bare foot on my foot?
I think.
You gotta hit her. You gotta hit her with the hamburger heart.
Once.
You gotta hit her with the hamburger heart, right? It goes like this. It goes like this, and then you go.
I'm gonna stand up.
Cute.
I'm gonna stand up.
You better run.
Get up, stand up,
Is Tony
stand
okay?
up.
No, he's not.
No.
He ate too much cheese.
He just ate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's all fit. He
Also, could you like post something else in Dragon Heist so I can stop looking at this terrible photo?
Weird triple dick thing.
Yeah, it's all I
Like that's the last thing that's on there. And
I saw that earlier and I was like, ugh.
something else.
I keep looking there instead of Roll20 and going like, damn
It's
it.
like a mug holder, but like
Don't
this is.
want
It
this.
doesn't look like a hand.
See,
I told you. It's weird.
Okay, so we're in pretty much agreement that we're going to use his help to get into the
Dice clattering.
Yeah, I
Oh, yeah,
dropped
yeah.
a bunch of dice.
We spent like 5 minutes
When
looking
you
for a
triggered,
couch
you
drop.
Yeah,
Heard.
D4 went missing, but we found it.
Doing?
I was putting my dice away.
Not
and
you.
the thing
Sorry,
went over.
JC was gesticulating.
Oh yeah. You couldn't recognize my hand signals on that one? I was asking if stuff was okay. You don't know what that sign was?
Yeah. I don't know.
So
Thank
the
you.
general gist is that we're gonna use this guy's help to get us
Why,
into the
Manta?
to get us into the place, and then
Thank you.
oh god,
Rabbit!
Damn it.
yeah, all
Look
right.
how cute
That will never
Sasha
die.
is. She's so cute. Look at that little face.
Pretty baby.
I'm gonna go squish it right now.
Yeah, he's gonna help you get in. I believe tomorrow morning would most likely be a good time. Her husband's usually out in the morning. Usually.
I will not be as inconspicuous as I am currently in the morning.
I also hope that you will refrain from telling us blow by blow what you are doing with the Lady Growlhund. Thank you.
No, I don't want to relive it ever.
I think.
She's into some
Thank you,
strange
Jen.
stuff.
You're
I'm pretty sure she's part of a cult too.
Now sunglasses.
Well, if she just happens to fall onto my sword,
Yes.
9 times.
Yep.
well, now you gotta put sunglasses on the cross. too.
I was already going for that.
Yep.
Yes!
I told Jaren.
Oh no.
I'm trying to understand these straps here at the bottom.
I don't know what happened with this lady. My sword was out. It's all this fucking marble everywhere. It's
It's
so
like a
fucking
garter belt.
slippery. Like I fell like 9 times. And like I kept trying to get back up and she kept getting in the way and
So upsetting. She went, oops,
Yeah, it's
I've
just-
fallen over.
It's so hard to keep that little loincloth up. He needs the extra support.
Yeah. Maybe the loincloths to help keep the belts down.
I think a little bit of both.
yeah.
Yeah, you
I'm
know,
glad we don't
maybe-
see the other side.
Maybe the belt's right up on him, and he's like, well, if I tuck them to my little
I'm just-
pantaloons.
I'm just annoyed that, like, one side it appears that the belt goes in at an angle, but the other side it looks like the belt goes in flat, but there's still no
Yeah.
latch that actually holds the belt. And I'm like, come on, who
It's magic.
put in all this work on those abs?
Magic.
Oh,
harness.
thanks, JC. That's nice.
And none.
Mostly that one amuses me.
Yay. Oh my gosh. Is that one of Basil's whiskers?
Yeah, I just stuck it in her fur. I was like,
whisker shedding.
here you go, little hair for you.
Little,
I like how she's just like completely unaware. She's like,
it's just a little, what's that word I'm looking at? Porcupine quill?
yeah. All right. So is this where we're calling it for the
So I
night?
guess
I'm
uneasy.
assuming.
Yeah, we're
Uneasy
gonna
Alliance.
use his help for the most part. Lash is still being cagey about this whole like using the crystal to find the dragons. But she's not having an existential crisis on the floor anymore, so that's nice.
Good.
I lean over to Lash and I'm like, we're coming back for that hat sometime, just so you
Please give my friend your hat.
Excuse
Give me
me.
your clothes.
Your clothes, your boots, and your bike.
That's right.
There's not a lot of them.
I'm afraid it's only attuned to me. I mean, I could give you an identical hat.
Like it does the
It
same
would do
thing.
about the same.
Oh my god.
Like it's gonna make me look like a different person.
This one will not.
Oh,
I mean, you'll look like a different person because you're wearing a big hat.
no.
It'll
I
make you
want
feel like a different person.
your hat. The one that's on your head.
Latrine, I believe
So
that.
you can use the disguise part of it. Correct.
Well, I mean, I could also just sell it.
I suppose. He looks at Lash to be like, savior of my life, I guess I'll listen to you. But he like kind of leans in specifically to Lash and is like, it won't work for her. I'm just letting you know.
She looks to Latrine and as if calmly explaining to her dearest child, the hat is not real. If he gives it to you, it will not work.
He won't have it. You can't lie to people anymore.
He unfortunately must have that hat to woo the strange lady.
Oh, fine.
He must not be very good
You're
at
not
it.
wrong.
Then I want the other hat that looks like it then.
Okay.
That was like Lash looks at him like, touche.
And he, it's not here in this room. I can go get it
Oh my God.
from my fingers.
There we go.
I've done my work for today.
Thank you, Jaren, for doing the Lord's work.
Oh, I hate
You
it.
There we go. Now we just need a token. You just need a token, Manda, to go with our butt token.
Yay.
This is my face. This is how I feel about this. And that's how I feel about this right now, Jared.
Fantastic.
Don't like it.
I'm just imagining him putting the glasses onto JC as well.
Don't give him any ideas.
Already going.
Already happening. Done.
So, he goes and like once he exits the room, they open the doors back up and start clearing away the plates and everything, and he's gone for a little bit and comes back with an identical looking hat. Here you go.
Thank you.
Of course. We had another one.
Much obliged.
It's like as wide as she is tall.
Yes.
She puts it on.
Lash puts her down because she can't have the hat and Latrine at the same time.
There we go.
That will do well to keep you in the shade.
All right. Thank you. your help, I guess.
Mm.
Oh god. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
On that note,
You sound like
Yeah.
such an old man.
I know
I
I was doing well pretty much all
COVID.
day,
Yeah.
and like now it's starting to come back slightly. So
It happens.
No, I don't. I
my
have
back has been so
I'm
sore
having
because I've been
problems
coughing so much.
logging
Yeah,
into
I
it
was
with
getting
my
out
phone.
about my
Yeah,
Back here.
right back here. Yeah.
And the below the ribs
Yeah.
portion. Ugh.
Okay.
Lash bows to what's his fucking face because I still can't remember, even though we've said it like 8,000 times.
Yeah. Jarlaxle.
Jarlaxle. Nice.
Jarlasshole.
Very awesome. Yeah.
She does a very tight, courtly bow to him. Thank you for humoring my friend.
He bows back.
That's the least you could do.
Of course.
And we spend a night with carnies.
No,
Hooray.
I'm leaving.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, no, I leave.
Yeah.
I don't want to be in this boat with
No.
carnies.
Goodbye.
I feel like I have to have a shower now. There's way too much
Yep.
carny. Also, that guy.
It's like, be careful, some of those carnies
Wow.
are my people.
Well, I think most of them probably are.
Yeah.
This is a front for
Okay.
his company. I
Yeah.
would assume it's probably a mass disguise on
Probably.
the whole crew.
Say goodnight, internet.
Good night.
Good night, Internet.